Hello, everybody.
Hi, welcome to episode 59 of the Skein Scoop Podcast.
Sorry, I'm not arranged.
I shouldn't have made you push the button.
You shouldn't have. You have way longer arms than me.
I'm Justine.
I'm Lori.
It's Wednesday, October 23rd.
Oh, gosh. It's my sister-in-law's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Deb.
birthday, Deb.
We are back from Rhinebeck.
Yes.
We're back from
we're a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, do we say we're coming from the Skein Scoop? No.
Yeah. We're coming from Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island.
Should we start this over?
No, it's fine. People love this.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, they totally do. They told me they love us all weekend, how real we are. How it feels like they're hanging out with their friends. We're here to talk to you about knitting, yarn buying, bag buying, and
Yarn collecting,
squishy balls,
squishy balls.
Yeah. New things that are in the store, and a massively long account of our weekend away together.
In Rhinebeck, New York, for the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival and other assorted, or for us, only one other assorted festival or event, if you will.
So to stay on track, we're gonna save all the Rhinebeck weekend stuff, hopefully for the latter part, but actually it'll be a longer part, so don't fear. You
can find us at
I literally put it at the bottom of the screen. Lori never watches our podcast. Ever.
Why would I watch it? Do you watch it?
I have to edit the whole
right,
thing.
Right. So I'm not editing, so I'm not watching.
Yeah. So yes, but I guess thank you for saying that, because I created an Instagram for yarn related things, because while Harrison loves to be the spotlight, he also asked me to make my personal Instagram and social media stuff private. So I did that for him and
Harrison
created...
is Justine's oldest son, for those of you just joining us for the first time.
Yeah, he's 12, and there's some weird social media things happening, and not necessarily from me, but he just heard about some things and was like, can you make your Instagram private, please? And I was like, okay. So any knitting and yarn and stuff related stuff will be at Never Not Knitting RI, both on YouTube and on Instagram, and that link is down below. And I'm so glad we have this.
I know. Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in a minute. Yeah, so that's that. It's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
Look at us.
I feel like we're
in a groove now.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, we're in it.
Right. Then the holidays come. Forget it. All bets are off.
Yeah. I'm exhausted. I got a puppy.
Yes.
Lucy.
Literally the day you came home from Rhinebeck.
Yeah, Lucy. She's an adorable golden retriever, 8-week-old babe, and she is sweet, 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 but she has making me very tired. I'm very sleepy. So if I appear extra tired, I'm sorry. And my knitting is like...
Well, yeah, I thought about that. I thought about your...
I tried
probably not getting a ton of knitting done right now, because having a puppy is like having a baby.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not quite the same, but...
I was letting her sleep a little bit. Like, I've only been home with her on Monday. We were together, but we did some things, and we had visitors. Auntie Lori came over to meet the pup, and so did baby Everett.
That's right.
But we
you should put that little picture up.
Oh, I will.
If you think of it.
If I think of it, I will. He when I rewatch this, I'll do it. She was sleeping kind of a lot on Monday, because she was up in her crate all night crying on Sunday night. So I was able to knit a little bit, but I was also up all night on Sunday night too. So
because no earplugs and lots of crying. Right?
Yes. Oh, it's the saddest sound.
Oh, I know.
It's so
I remember.
Sad. And Ben came in the room at 4. Ben's my 7-year-old. He came in and he was like, she misses her mom and we're not being nice to her.
Oh, God.
This isn't nice. I was like, I'm sorry.
That must have been awful.
It was hard. So then Lori delivered earplugs. And so,
5 sets.
And so now all of us, except for Charlotte, sleep with earplugs. And Harrison slept in and missed his alarm this morning. I love that. But he was like, these earplugs are amazing. The kids love the earplugs.
Oh, that's so funny.
Last night, though, Lucy slept through the night and didn't cry. So I think she whined like a little bit, but she was really good.
So she's getting
She's
used
getting
to it.
better. She's getting better. She's so sweet. She's definitely in love with mommy, which makes...
Well, who wouldn't be?
I know, but I get to do all the,
all the things.
All the things with her, so...
Yeah. That's the way it is with me and Griffin.
So cute. She's so cute.
She is adorable.
Yeah. That's all I have to think about. We have a
You
ton.
can tell.
We have
you
a ton.
can so tell how tired you are.
Oh my God, I don't like being tired.
This is not you. This is not you usually.
I'll perk up. I've got this is my first coffee of the day.
Oh, okay.
So I'll perk up. She had to go to the bus stop. Like the kids all want to take her to the bus stop so that other kids can see her.
Yeah.
And so it's just like the morning is a little crazy. And I am a person who likes to stay up late at night and then get up at like 7, but can't do that when there's a puppy.
Yep.
And then Michael's like, don't let her sleep at night. Like when we're watching TV and hanging out at night, he's like, got to keep her awake because then she's going to go in her crate. And I'm like, I do?
What?
I don't, right? I can let her sleep.
Absolutely.
Hello, I want her to snuggle
What are you
next to
supposed
me.
to do? Be playing with her the whole time?
I don't know.
I mean,
that's wrong, right? I can let her go to sleep. So like if he wants to go to sleep and I want to stay up and knit until 10:30, 11 o'clock, I can let her sleep right there, right?
Yeah.
In my lap.
Yeah, you can. Dogs, if I'm not mistaken, dogs need an incredible,
puppies need a lot of sleep.
They need a ton of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess he was thinking about it like a baby. Like if we don't keep them up, they're gonna be up all night. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way with dogs.
Think so either.
They're not the same as people. Drink your coffee.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I hope we don't regret not putting a sign on the door.
You know how many people commented about that to me? They were like, oh, every time the UPS comes on or every time you look at the door and say, we're closed.
Yeah.
People love that.
Oh gosh. Well, there's plenty more to come.
Maybe I'll just take this time to knit. Can we talk about some stuff, administrative stuff, and then we'll move on to
I feel like,
what should we do? How are we doing this? What's happening?
I don't know. I feel like we had a weird start. We want to say thank you for watching.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Welcome in new viewers. Hopefully there are a few. It's so funny because we just assume when we start that we're picking up a conversation with people who have watched us before. But
true.
Hopefully new people are watching. Yeah. A few new people are watching each time.
Yeah, so, okay.
Let's start over.
Let's start
kind
for a second. Yeah, so, okay. Lori owns a store.
Yes.
Lori owns Skein Yarn Shop, which is where we are right now. Okay.
Yes.
And I work here. And we have a podcast.
I own the store. Justine's the boss. That's the way things run around here. Wow, we're just silly.
What are we doing?
We're silly.
Okay.
We're just silly. We're
Snap
tired.
It together. Get it together.
Snap
People
out of
are watching.
So we're just glad that everybody's here with us.
Yeah, thanks. If you are new, tell us where you're from. Leave
right.
comments down below. We love comments.
Yes.
We want to hear if you were at Rhinebeck this weekend. We want to hear if we met you.
Yes.
So a lot of people came up and they were like, we watched the podcast. So if we met you and you told us your names, we probably don't remember. So tell us down below that you met us. Lori probably remembers. I don't remember. Except for Mark. Mark on the hill. Hi, Mark, and his wife.
I love the fact that you remember Mark.
Well, that's my dad's name.
Oh, wow.
And he was so cute.
And
he was like, there they are. You watch them. And then he said he brings her tea and they watch podcasts together. I love Mark.
That. It's difficult for me to imagine that would never happen in my house.
I know. My husband would never watch this.
Oh my gosh. I won't say that he would never watch it. It just wouldn't be a let's watch podcast together type thing. He does watch some of it on occasion. He says he thinks we're hysterical.
That's true.
So
yeah, if you saw us, if we met you, let us know down below that you're catching this.
We took
a lot of pictures.
So many. We did. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, maybe I can put in some pictures at the end of the not famous, not the not famous people, but like I don't want to put a bunch of pictures of like people that everybody knows. I'm talking about like our viewer people.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Not that you're all not famous. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, get it together, girl.
Okay. Let's. But we're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about Rhinebeck right now.
No, we're not.
We're going to move on.
Okay,
To
we have a
administrative
plan.
things,
See,
okay?
this
There's
is
a
the plan.
We're going to stick to it. Okay. So because Rhinebeck is now complete, our pressed flowers along is also complete.
That's right.
That does not mean that everybody's pressed flowers alongs are complete, but that doesn't matter. And you're not going to see any other pressed flowers alongs until it is complete.
Pressed flowers. You're not going to see any more pressed flowers along.
Yeah. So we did pull some prizes for some winners. So we have a winner from Instagram and we have a winner from Ravelry. Look at that Instagram name.
How are we going to...
I'm going to have to put it on the screen. Can you write down that it's 11 minutes in?
Oh, sure.
So that I can remember to put it on the screen. And I'm going to just pull it up because maybe her name is on there.
Okay. We're assuming it's a her.
I think it is.
It looks like Dutch. That's what it looks like to me. It's a long one. Kind of a long one.
All right. It's not popping up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so here is her their pressed flowers in progress. She said, double dipping the pressed flowers along from the Skein Scoop podcast that made me cast it on. Thank you, ladies. So
thanks for participating.
I'm not even going to attempt to say it because
should we spell it? Oh no, you're gonna put it on the screen.
So this person was winner. This person was the winner from Instagram. Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And our Ravelry winner, we actually met this weekend.
Yes,
hdusto. So congratulations, Hannah. And you guys are each going to win a skein of Isn't It Romantic, the colorway from Hope Made Yarn Co. So this is our good friend Hope, who dyes this yarn. She dyes beautiful yarn, and this is the colorway Isn't It Romantic? And
on her JoJo's favorite, which is 75% fine superwash merino and 25% recycled nylon. And once you knit with her yarn, you're never going to want to knit with anything else because it's awesome.
It's so good. So congratulations. Thank you to everybody who played along and
thank you so much for participating.
Pressed flowers. We had so many.
I'm still participating.
Yeah, that's great. That's just because you didn't want to end.
That's right.
You were so excited about it that you couldn't finish because you wanted it to last forever.
That's right.
Don't worry, friends. I have a method, and I'm going to make Lori finish that sweater.
I'm going to finish it. Of course, I want to finish it.
We're not going to share it anymore.
Nope.
Not
no
till
more.
It's finished.
Not till it's finished. I
and then one day
I made a promise.
She's just gonna come on here wearing it, and you guys are gonna be like, "What?" That's how it's gonna happen.
Yep.
And there's gonna be massive rounds of applause, and I'm gonna love it.
I don't even need massive rounds of applause.
Well,
I just need it to be finished.
You're getting it.
Okay.
You're getting the applause. All right. We are approaching November, the beginning of November, which is
crazy.
Insane. But that means that hopefully you are working to get your Skein Scoop Scrappy swap put together to get shipped out to your partner. We have had some people that have reached out. Remember, if you're having issues or if you're having difficulty reaching your partner, please email me at theskeinscooppodcast@gmail.com. We've had a couple.
Do we have that? That's an address for us?
Oh my God.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Who knew? So email there because that way I can answer you. Because otherwise I can get.
Are you gonna put that on the screen?
Yeah, it was on the screen last time. The time before that. The boss, right?
Listen, I give credit where credit's due, right?
Yes. If I just want to say, it's been really wonderful.
I'm a little scared.
The people that have reached out with excitement to share who their, what their partner swaps look like, and meeting new people. In fact, over the weekend, we ran into Katie from Katrinkles, and she's participating, and she got to meet her swap partner in real life. And I just think that, like, it's really cool to be able to, interact with new yarn people. That being said, if your partner is not responding, I'm really sorry. There's only so much I can do. I have the email addresses, I have contact information, and if they don't respond, I feel terrible. We do have a couple people who volunteered to put together a swap, without receiving a box. So, because they don't need any more yarn, they just have extra. So,
right. And because they're awesome people.
Please reach out if something's like really problematic. But I'm hoping, because I've heard quite a few, a few people having issues.
Quite a few.
I've heard a few people have some issues, but I really want to see the positives too.
Yeah.
So if you do take pictures, I set up mine, and I didn't post a picture of what the what my box, what the yarn looks like, but I was so excited. I got these little bags on Amazon, and I printed out little labels. I'm so excited to share that. Please share with your partner once you get it. Use this.
Yeah, if you're
use the hashtag Skein Scoop Scrappy Swap. Hopefully this is successful and we can continue. But I think
it is successful. I think it already is successful.
I hope so.
I
guess it's just hard because I'm getting lots of not lots, but I'm getting some messages, and I feel bad. I feel bad. If people wanted to participate, but I guess people aren't responding to emails, or there's only so much I can do. Sorry.
I know you think you can control absolutely everything, but you can't.
I know. I feel bad though for people who wanted to do it and then their partner isn't responding. So I feel bad for that, but I apologize.
Imagine the person who found out that their person was Katie from Katrinkles, though. Can you imagine?
I know.
That must have been super fun.
She said something. Katie was like, I don't know if you actually know, but I'll be at Rhinebeck because I have this little company. I'll be at Rhinebeck because I'm vending. You should come and find me. And the girl that was like, oh, I don't want to. She was nervous.
Oh, yeah. How funny.
I love it. It makes me so happy. And Katie could not.
So nice. Yeah.
I told her, I said, I kind of wanted to work the system and have you be my scraps partner. She's like, nah, you wouldn't have wanted me. I'm like, anyway. We are still going on the Badass Brioche along with Kevin and Ray of Needles at the Ready. That is for the pattern All About That Brioche. You need 2 colors of fingering weight yarn, and
I can just quickly, I won't show, I haven't done any more since the last time, but I can show the yarn because the yarn is so spectacular. You might want to go.
Look at, nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. I'm not even showing mine. But I'm doing these 2 colors in Kevin and Ray's yarn. Needles at the Ready if you're not familiar. And this is, oh gosh. Athena Sock, which is the 8515, right? Mm-hmm. And whoa, hello.
Were you juggling?
Mossy Cobblestone and Shady Pines, I believe.
Yep.
And I am in love.
It's so good. Yeah, now once I get to start knitting again, I can't wait to keep going on that because it is,
I'm excited to get the brioche part.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got to get through some garter.
So All About That Brioche pattern, you just have to finish it. We're running, you don't even have to finish it. We're running this make along through the end of the year. So knit it as slowly or as quickly as you want. Use the hashtag Badass Brioche Mal, M-A-L. We have a chatter thread going in Ravelry, so if you have questions or whatever, you can add questions.
I'm nodding my head like I'm doing anything on Ravelry.
And that's pretty much it in terms of our make-alongs and things.
I saw someone posted a picture of their shawl in process the green and the pink.
Who did do that?
Oh my gosh, both of the colors.
Whoever it was said this is like Justine.
It is seriously badass. And like, it's like they did it for us in our favorite colors.
Well, they said this is like Justine and Lori in a
shawl.
God, my brain. I'm really sorry. I'm so tired.
I feel like we're off center.
Okay.
I know. You always say that
it's gonna open up.
It's gonna open up.
Oh, it's Marie.
Who is it?
Marie. She's my she's one of my people.
Wait,
with the words.
With the what?
She's one of my swap partners.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
And she loves pink. Hi, Marie. Sorry, I didn't realize that was you. Okay. Let's talk about some new things that came into the store. First, we're only going to talk about two new things. The first is, we just got this yesterday. This is the official workbook of Patty Lyons' knitting bag of tricks. And who bought this over the weekend?
I don't think anybody.
One of our housemate people.
Oh, not.
Was it Keisha? I think it might have been Keisha.
I'm not sure.
Because she loves homework. It gives exercises.
I think it might have been Keisha.
It gives helpful hints. It gives little lessons.
It goes along with her first book, Patty Lyons' knitting bag of tricks, right?
It gives stickers.
Yeah.
And it gives like a place for you to inventory your needles, all your project information. It's like if you wanted to be a what's that journal thing a bullet journaler, but it's already half done for you and it's only about knitting. It's so good. And there's dividers. For those of you that are like me and like dividers. Do you not like dividers? You're a sucker for a good notebook.
I'm a sucker for a good planner that I never use. I spend more time picking out the planner than I do writing in the planner.
This book is available online. We can ship it. And you are going to want this for sure. It's just a good gift also.
It's great. It's great because you have exercises. She tells you exactly what to do to practice the things so that you don't have to constantly refer back to the book. But not that there's anything wrong with referring back to the book.
Right.
But it's just great. I think her first book was a humongous success. And I'm sure this one is going to be as well because she's Patty Lyons and she's amazing. So
right before we left for Rhinebeck, we were restocked with our Oh Wow Amsterdam bags.
These are hand painted in Amsterdam by Sylvie and Hester. And when they make patterns for a shop, that's it. They're only at that shop. And so we just wanted to, I did a really bad live kind of, showing the different sizes and stuff. But we just, since
you didn't do a bad live.
It was kind of all over the place. Was it me and Annie? That's like, talk about the blind leading the blind. Oof.
Let's talk about the names. You don't have the fabric color names on here.
What do you mean?
How do you know? The names of the fabric are not on the tag. So we got to make sure that these are actually, when people scan that this is actually this fabric, because otherwise if online, do you know what I mean?
Huh.
That needs to get checked.
Okay.
So these are called the Cutie bag. This bag, I believe, is called like lime and pink stripes or purple. I don't know. I don't remember what we called it. Do you want to pull it up? Sorry. The Cutie bag is a perfect bag if you want to have like a one skein project, like a sock bag would be perfect. It does have a corresponding colored drawstring, and the fabric on the Cutie bag is thinner than the other canvas bag, so it's more pliable. It's easy to toss in another bag or your purse or something. It's very, very lightweight. So
Lime blue, purple stripes.
Okay, so this one's called Lime Blue Purple Stripes, okay? We have the same fabrics on most of the bags. So this one's the cutie style in Lime Blue Purple Stripes. Then we have this style, which is called Green Pink Circles, very obviously because it has green and pink circles. This is also the cutie style, so it's that thinner fabric, and it's lovely. Then we move on to what they call the mini OTM, or mini on the move. So this is meant to be able to open and walk around and knit while it's on your wrist like this. So this is a sturdier fabric, but the same painting on there. You can probably tell the difference in fabric. Like,
you think so?
I don't know. I mean, I know what this, I don't know. It's definitely like a lighter.
Well, this one's more floppy.
Yeah, this is floppy,
right,
and this is stiffer.
Right.
Okay. So this one is the mini OTM in the lime purple stripes.
That's orange purple splatter. I love these with the one handle. I just think they're so cute.
They're really cute. We should tell you what they retail for. So these are $45 and the cuties are $32. 32. Okay. And remember that the yarn these bags are these fabrics are exclusive to Skein, so you can't get them anywhere else. This one is called,
Gold, blue, pink stripes.
Gold, blue, pink stripes.
Even though that is not blue.
What? This? What do you think that is?
Gray.
What? That is blue. You are a crazy woman. You're telling me you think that's gray? Shut up. Lori Lyons,
right,
that is blue. That's not even remotely gray.
What do you mean it's not remotely gray? Look at your face.
It's blue. Somebody said that she could watch us debate whether things are blue or green for an entire episode. So
there you go.
You guys, that's blue. Look at that. That's like baby blue. It's not gray.
No, that is not baby blue.
It's not gray. It's not gray.
It is blue. Definitely a gray blue if it's blue.
Lori. This is the small size. I like to scoot over. I can't even be affiliated. It has a box bottom bag. The dimensions for these bags are online, but this would be fine for a 2 skein shawl project, a child's sweater even. This is the small size. So this is in the blue, pink, gold stripes. And then we move on to our medium size. So you can see.
Which I renamed this pattern.
What did you call it?
No, I renamed this one.
What is it called now?
Because you had it as blue-green circles, but I renamed it navy turquoise circles.
Navy? Blue-green was short and succinct. What's just not green? Is this not green to you?
That's not green.
It doesn't look green on the screen, but in real life it looks green. Okay. This is the small. That's the medium. So it's just slightly bigger, but it's big enough. You could definitely fit a sweater in here. And all the bags, I should have said, except for the cuties, have pockets. So there's lots of storage in these bags. So when we first got these, you got a medium, right?
I did get a medium.
I love this bag. I love this.
And
fabric.
I love it. I got the medium in this
blue-green
pattern.
circle fabric. And then we go into.
You have the big one in this. It's right there.
See, look, that's still blue. Okay, medium, and then we go to large. The larges are where it's at. You want a large, okay? The large has a really
you want
big.
A large.
Okay, the large has an awesome strap.
Yeah, that matches the color coordinated
with still drawstrings, still pockets. It's huge, huge. Okay,
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Huge. I also just love the stitching. I love the orange
The
stitching.
details are where it's at, I think.
they're
Like
just
the
so
way they
cute.
put their tag on, even the fluorescent.
I saw someone
Their use of
walking
color is
around
incredible.
with an oh wow bag. I saw someone that wasn't one of
wasn't
ours,
ours?
and you could spot it from a mile away.
Right. You know their bags.
This one has a really large boxed bottom, so it's big. It fits a lot of things. And then this is another colorway. I called this multi eggs. That's what Judy said. It looks like eggs, like Easter eggs. It was very hard to name these things because there were so many of them in the first place. Okay, so last time we got the oh wow bags. Oops, sorry, jiggle jiggle. Last time we got the oh wow bags, they sold out really relatively quickly. So if you were feeling sad and that you missed it, don't feel sad anymore. Just order them online or call us. Did you feel this?
I bought them.
Thanks, Kev.
By accident, he bought them.
They were in the cart.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I see you kept the stubble.
I did.
I like it. So
Right.
rugged and handsome.
I can't stand it.
Oh, no. Is it like egg salad for you? Or is it not that bad?
No, it's not like egg salad for me. I love egg salad
Yeah, but my egg salad.
for me.
What's your egg salad? Is there a thing
He's
that you-
always handsome to me. He just
Is there a
I
food
don't
that
know.
you hate?
Oh,
Raisins.
yeah, raisins.
Lori is to raisins what I am to egg salad.
That's right.
There we go.
Thanks.
The more you know.
A little SAT analogy thing
All right,
for you.
let's talk about
All right,
my
where
one-
are we
my
now?
one finished object. So the reason that I didn't knit on my all about that brioche was because I was rushing to finish this sweater. This is the Le Pouf by Beata Jacek, which is from Hedgehog Fibers. This is knit out of Hope Made Yarn Co. and what was Beachy Breeze Fibers, but is now Clockwork Fiber Company, right?
Yeah.
So I love the yarn so much.
Yep.
I rushed and rushed. I knit these sleeves in
Record time.
4 days, both sleeves. I picked up the collar on Wednesday morning, and I bound off on Thursday night while we were sitting around in Rhinebeck.
Crazy. She's a crazy person.
I love my colors. I love the yarn. I do not love the pattern.
Yes.
I feel like it's one of those that's like, maybe if I was littler, I wouldn't dislike it so much. I don't like having to feel like
You're
I don't know,
constantly.
it's just like it just falls.
Don't
right,
you feel like? Yeah, it
it
falls
just falls
here.
around my boobs. I just wish it was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that the back
And yeah.
section is too wide.
Right. Yeah.
Like from here to there, but like based on my size, if I went any smaller, it would be even less in front.
Right.
I just think
You
the
couldn't
fits-
make a smaller size.
I think if you're not a tiny stick, then this fit is not fitting. I wore it on Friday when we were at Cake. It was warm and I was glad to have it because I was a little chilly for a bit. But it definitely is not something I'm going to reach for.
Because you're constantly
I'm
doing
constantly
this,
doing
right?
that. I mean, I think if I was working at in like at a desk and I could just be fine. Like this, I don't hate. But like moving around, like being here knitting this would be so impractical because it's
Right.
gonna like it like kind of
That would
falls
drive
off
me
my
insane.
shoulders. So
I feel like Hope said the same thing.
I don't recommend the pattern. I think that it was I think there's I don't know. I don't want to be insulting and I don't think the fit is right for me. I think it's a good free pattern for people who are like have never done a cardigan before. Like it was very clear. It was well written. I just don't really love the fit of it. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
I didn't wet block it yet. So I am gonna wet block it. Should I not?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't wet block
Maybe
it. I just
don't.
I just don't think that that's going to make a
I think
difference.
actually it might make it worse.
You think so?
Because I think it'll stretch out that back so much that...
Then definitely not. The colors
It
are
makes
so
me sad
amazing.
because I do love the colors so much, and I love Hope's yarn,
And you worked so hard on it.
I do think I did it really quickly once I stopped doing everything else and only did this.
The colors are incredible.
It made me happy to knit the sleeves so quickly. That part of it was very motivating because of the color, like getting to the next part, you know?
Yep.
I think I did the poofs right.
You definitely did.
Well, I know I did, but I think I did it like... I've seen some where they don't look poofy. I don't know. I'm just not...
You're not feeling it.
I'm definitely not feeling it. And it's not the colors, obviously, or the yarn. It's just the fit is strange. But if I was working at an office, sitting at a desk, I would think it would be
okay with it.
I would be fine. But like moving around in it and like selling yarn or moving yarn or just even walking around, it's not conducive for it. Like I was constantly doing this.
No. That's a no.
So don't do it. No, just kidding. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to be honest.
You gotta be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
Did I hate making it? No.
No, you loved
Would
making
I make it again? Absolutely not.
Yeah. And I was gonna make it, and now I'm not gonna make it.
No. I could give you another suggestion if you want another suggestion for it.
There are plenty of other amazing patterns by Beata. She has great patterns, and this one just didn't.
I do love the sleeve, though. I do.
I love that kind of sleeve.
Yeah, I do too. This is what I'm gonna do, which actually, like my no frills sweater, I might do some increases and make it poofy at the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Maybe you learned something. Lori and I have the same whips, and these are whips that we started.
That's highly unusual.
We are only going to share 2 whips, but we're going to share it while we're talking about what we did over the weekend. Is that okay?
Yes, that sounds
good for
great.
you?
That sounds
And then we're going to
fantastic.
sprinkle in some stories, some things that happened, people we met, and also food, and
Oh my gosh.
issues at food, and all the different things. So let's
Where to
get
begin?
into it. So Thursday we left here. We left Rhode Island around 12.
We left right around
12:30.
when we planned on leaving.
Yeah.
So that was great. It was
I was excited because I got to drive the car. I think I'm the only person that like was excited about being the driver. Nobody else wanted to be the driver, right?
No. Well, I was knitting. So
Lori was knitting.
we're not answering the phone.
Lori was knitting.
It was,
Angie
The
was
two
in the
of
front
us.
seat with me because she gets car sick, and I also get car sick.
and she had taken Dramamine.
So Angie and Annie came with us.
That's right.
Annie works here, and Angie sometimes works here.
That's right.
We love them both. They are hysterical, and I don't think I didn't feel like 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive because we didn't shut up.
No.
My voice
No.
was so tired when we got home on Sunday. I was like, oh my God, I've been talking nonstop.
I feel like you don't even have it back fully.
Yeah, it feels a little strained.
So
And also the leave situation, we both had some pretty serious allergy things happening
yes.
while we were away.
Yes, we did.
So I think that's also something going on. So we stopped at McDonald's on the way out, and then not 2 hours later we stopped at Shake Shack. It was my first time at Shake Shack. Had you ever been?
Yes. Not so many times, but yeah, I've definitely, I'm trying to think of where else I've had it, but now it's
So there's a new Shake Shack here. So
in Warwick.
I've been dreaming about that.
There's already one on Thayer Street in Providence on Brown's
know that.
campus.
I didn't know that.
And there's one that opened like last year, I think, in Garden City in Cranston. And now there's one in Warwick. Shake Shack is taking over Rhode Island.
Love it.
They do have really good shakes.
The hot dog was delicious.
Oh, yeah, right. Then we had a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
We've been all about the hot dogs later because of Annie.
We got to the house, and the house is beautiful. If you didn't see, I did a live tour of the house on
You
Thursday.
should watch it.
You should watch. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. I didn't take any pictures of the house, but it was gorgeous.
It was just a perfect It was just
The living room was huge.
perfect for
kitchen
what
right there.
we needed it for. You know, it's not like it was like a mansion or anything like that, but it just
Cozy.
it was cozy. There were places to sleep for everybody. Like nobody was sleeping on the floor. There were 7 of us total. So it was the 4 of us plus
Our friend Jen.
Yep, Jen
Bookworm Jen knits.
and
Bookworm Jen, not Bookworm Jen knits. Right?
just
There's no
bookworm,
N.
bookworm Jen.
Sorry.
And Hope and Keisha. So Hope from Hope Made Yarn Co. and Keisha from Simply Vintage Designs.
Weird decorations around the house. There was a creepy black cat, and it had light up eyes, and in order to turn on the eyes, you had to press on a metal upside down heart shaped balls on the back of the cat. It was very strange. Right? It was so weird.
It's funny. I actually never got up close to look at it.
Well, I was sitting right next to it, and I was like, do you think that cat has a camera in it? Because his eyes were like, he's a black cat, and he has just like white eyeballs. And I'm like, that's really creepy. So I turned it around because it was offending.
I feel like when I think about it, because it was Keisha playing with it, right?
It was Keisha who figured out how to work the cat.
That's right. But I feel like we spent an inordinate amount of time dealing with the cat.
It was creepy. And then somebody turned it around the next day, like overnight. So when I woke up and I went out in the morning, I sat back in my seat, and he was now staring at me again. And I'm like, who moved the cat? Did the cat move itself?
All right, wait. Let's
anyway,
go back to
off
when we
topic.
first got there.
So when we first got there, we look at the house.
It was a raised ranch.
And I send a text to our group saying, oh, this house is horrible.
Oh, right.
And I thought it was really obvious that it wasn't.
That she was being
But
sarcastic.
apparently I worried the other people who hadn't yet arrived. So Jen was all anxious for the hour drive that she had left.
Justine forgot who she was dealing
I
with.
forgot all about the fact that they don't remember that I'm super sarcastic.
Yeah.
The bed that Lori and I shared was so good.
The best bed I've ever been on in my life.
It was
I feel like I
incredibly
want to,
comfortable.
I'm going to mess, I honestly, not that it matters because my husband will never let me get another bed. I can't even tell you how many beds we've bought in our life because I never am comfortable.
That bed was so comfortable.
I know. But now we have a sleep number bed.
I love
What's going on back there?
He's
microwaving. So,
You don't like your sleep number bed?
I mean, I guess you could say I'm used to it, but the bed we slept on was far more comfortable.
It sure was. Lots of bathrooms, except our shower door didn't shut.
Oh, yeah.
Shut it.
I need to mention that to Victoria, the owner of the house.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm going to be like, are you aware?
Yeah. Do you know that the shower door doesn't stay open? I mean, closed.
But luckily, it was like a rain shower head.
I think
what do they call this?
I think I took a picture of the field out in front of the house. It was just so
Yeah.
pretty.
So it was a raised ranch, and when you went upstairs, it was wide open and wide open, honey. So it just like having that open floor plan for the 7 of us was amazing. Huge dining room table,
out the front window.
yeah,
Nothing around. No other house.
so many deer.
So many deer. Brazen. They
Oh
were
my
like,
gosh, yeah,
right up
right
at
up,
our cars.
right up, yeah, right up at the front door.
Yeah, lots of spiders.
Oh yeah, a lot of spiders.
Yeah, some people had to be brave and kill spiders.
And that would not be you.
No, I did kill a lot, but that one tarantula-sized one did not kill that one. Screamed for help in my towel.
So Hope and I ran to her aid. Hope killed it. I picked it up and threw it away. I think I flushed it.
Once everybody arrived, we decided we didn't want to leave. But I went to the grocery store. You didn't go to the grocery store, right? You stayed home.
I didn't.
I went to the grocery store and we got stuff.
A bunch of you went to the grocery store.
Yeah, me, Hope, Keisha, and Annie, I think.
Yeah.
I made a Mexican dip we had while we ate pizza and Mexican dip, and it was fantastic.
It was great.
We were excited. Too excited. We had to do our house gifts.
Oh, right. I think we did that before.
We did that before we went to the literally, Jen barely got in the house, and we were like, "Let's do our gifts!" And it was awesome. It was so nice, And the reason I said that is because I wanted to knit on my sock. So Hope was lovely enough to dye yarn for us based on the logo of the Rhinebeck logo. So she called this a Rhinebeck of many colors. And I am trying to convince her to dye this up and sell it and call it Rhinebeck FOMO. So this is
so good.
Look at how big my foot is. My foot is so big. So this is the colorway.
Yeah, so Justine knit that sock
On Saturday. Friday and Saturday.
That's right.
Love it. Absolutely love. So, yeah, we did our house gifts. Let's see. Do you have your thing from Keisha?
I don't.
I was going to wear it and I forgot to grab
We're
it.
so bad.
Oh my God, I'm the worst. Keisha
No, not you. We are the worst.
Keisha made us beautiful necklaces with a heart and the Rhinebeck tree inside the heart. And then a progress keeper or stitch marker where one side was the ocean and the other side was trees. So super beautiful, very, very thoughtful.
Wait, you know what? I think, hold on, let me check a bag.
Okay.
Let me check.
I did really bad.
One of my many bags.
I did really bad in bringing these
Hold on.
here. This prompted, this conversation prompted a question that we posed amongst ourselves about how many bags collectively we would
Oh, I found Reese's.
oh yes
Oh.
Yeah, how many bags collectively we would purchase. And so we did do a live and asked people to guess how many they thought we would buy, and that included notions pouches, which is very important to note.
Yes,
included
it's very
notions
important.
pouches, any kind of bag. I can't believe I forgot all my things. Like, I don't even have my Rhinebeck tote.
I have most of my things, but I feel bad
gonna have
because
to do, like-
oh, wait a second. Hold on. I have my Rhinebeck tote.
I'm gonna have to do like my own video of what I bought because I didn't bring, like, I just failed.
Oh, I have more purchases here.
But don't worry, Lori got enough to
I
cover.
have most of my stuff with me.
Oh, and you have the prize that we have to ship out to, what was it? Stephanie? Oh, God, I can't
Rebecca? Rebecca
She
From the
sent a
river?
message. Rebecca the river?
Rebecca by the river.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Oh, shoot. Wait a second. Do I have it?
Let's see. Lori gave us beautiful pouches from
Oh, I know what happened.
yours broke.
Mine broke
necklace
because
broke.
I'm an
it.
idiot and I was trying to fix my. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Here is the beautiful heart part of the necklace that Keisha made. There you go. It's got the Rhinebeck tree.
Laura, can you hold up your after you're done with that? Can you hold up your tote?
Yep.
So I want to show. So Hope used the colors from the sheep to create the yarn for this. So I think it's just so cute. It's so
The
cute.
logo so good. I didn't get to vote for next year's because we met. What was her name?
Don't even ask me. I have a picture of her.
Oh, we met someone very lovely, and then I met her inside when I was about to vote for the logo for next year.
This lovely lady. If that's you.
Oh gosh,
What's her name?
Nancy.
I was gonna say it was something like Nancy.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. She was
So we
lovely.
spent a
And then
long
she
time, and
couldn't-
she wanted to meet
She
you.
wanted to meet Hope and Keisha. She wanted to meet all the people.
And so I brought her outside to meet
all right,
everybody.
we're gonna
Okay.
show off her. Okay, so Lori gave us little bags, which of course I don't have. Mine had a flamingo on it. It was a little notions pouch and also a stitch stopper, all from
Yes.
Fox and Pine.
That's right.
I made little. Do you have your thing that I made you? Little tins, and I put a progress keeper and stitch markers and locking stitch markers on it, and then I wrote their names on the outside. And Jen gave us a wooden, of course I don't have that either, a little wooden heart
Oh,
about
I have
the
that.
Rhinebeck
I have that. Here it is.
housemates. Oh, I thought it was a heart. It's not. It's a
Hexagon.
Oh my God,
From
I shouldn't
Katrinkles.
talk anymore.
It says fiber friends are the best friends. That's what Jen gave.
Annie knit us or crocheted us little toppers to go over
Well, she made us.
huckleberry jam,
Yes.
which we
Little-
then proceeded to eat because Hope made these amazing lemon scones, and then we put the huckleberry jam on top, and it was a treat.
Except I didn't because remember my jar was empty.
Yeah, but we opened up all the jars. I think we went through 2 huckleberry
Did you?
jars when we were there.
Do you know I didn't even taste it? Which
Mine
makes me sad.
was one that we ate.
But it was so funny because there were 6 jars
and
one of them was empty.
She's like, sorry, Laura, yours is empty.
I'll get you yours later.
And Angie gave us slippers. And
Wait, I have the slippers.
oh, I have the marker.
Look.
Oh, they're so cute with little sheepies on them. This is for.
They're super soft.
This is for the girl.
Yeah. This is for Rebecca.
Thank you. And she made us these beautiful,
Oh,
super sparkly stitch markers.
Look. This was my gift. That's what I gave to everybody
Super
except they had Justine's had flamingos and then there were some with hedgehogs and they had stitch stoppers in them.
They're so cute. I can't believe I really failed it. I really fail at podcasting today.
That's all right. You're successful at everything else. You'll be fine.
So right away, Jen brought her Swift and her winder, so we
Which
started
was awesome.
winding up. I finished my sweater. Jen was working on the sleeve of her lapoof. Lori was working on hers. Angie knit a hat while we were away.
Yep.
Annie decided to learn how to knit 2 at a time socks.
And she did such a good job.
Was flying through. Hope was working on a colorwork sweater and a new base that she has of a non-superwash yarn.
Which we are so
non-superwash yarn.
excited about. So we
Fingering
spent
weight.
a good part of the weekend seeing all of Hope brought like
4
huge
tote
bags
bags.
of yarn.
Uh-huh. So we could look
So-
at colors and
Yeah. So not
So
open.
not-
So it's probably spam anyway.
I would say that the house part made Rhinebeck
the best.
like the best.
Yeah.
Because not that it wasn't great when we were in a hotel. I feel like we were probably better rested,
Probably.
right? Because when it was like you and I, or you, me, Dawn, and Sam, and Debbie and Julie that year, like we would just go to our rooms and go to sleep, or like we would stay up and knit in the lobby for a little bit, but it's not
Right.
that comfortable. I feel like everybody
Right.
was just like in your jams on the floor.
Right.
I
Beanbag
was on
chairs.
They had these beanbag
big
chairs
sofa.
that were so there was enough room for us to fit on the couch, but not to like lounge around.
Yeah.
So I went in the basement and they had these beanbag chairs, and I thought, oh, they looked not comfortable at all.
Right.
So comfortable. So I said to Keisha, go downstairs and get the beanbag. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone how comfortable it is.
I was so comfortable. I fell asleep on Thursday night. I fell asleep on the beanbag out in the. And I think driving probably took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
I was more tired. So I went to bed early on Thursday. You guys stayed up super late.
Super late.
And
I was up late every night because that's who I am.
we knew we needed to be up early for Friday.
Right.
So Friday we had to be at Cake Palooza. We had our first time slot. So our ticket was from 10 to 12 or 10 to 11:45, but we stayed till 12. And we were what, like 10 minutes from Cake?
Yeah. 10 minutes.
So Lori drove there because I don't like parking other people's car on the street. So Lori had
I got an awesome parking spot.
an awesome spot. We got in the line.
And we got there right before.
We got there
10.
right before, so we were ready to go. They were doing questions in the line. It was very fun. Everybody was super happy.
Very festive, except the people
cold.
except the locals.
Yeah, the
Pretty-
locals were not
Pretty sure
thrilled.
the locals were not
They
thrilled.
tried to run us
because
over
it
with
was
our
this
car, with their
massive
car.
line Like,
we
there
were
was
not
such-
in the middle of the street. We were on the side of the street.
Yeah.
But there was trying to get 2 lanes through was just not
Not
possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this down, even though I don't want to, and I'm going to knit on this sock
And
while we
then-
were talking.
I am not going to do that.
We just, we ran into some friends that we saw. We met new people in line. I didn't get any of their names. That's not true. I met Shannon. So for some reason, this lady Shannon just stuck out to me, and I just knew I wanted to be like her best friend. And I think we are, right, Shannon? We're best friends now. She was
And
right
so
there.
for the rest of the weekend,
Anytime I saw her, I would just
she
scream
would
her name.
Scream, Shannon!
Shannon! I loved her. Anyway, so we were in the line. We get through to,
We
there
get into
and-
cake, and it was, just crazy town. Just the crowd, like, it's just, I mean,
it's well laid out, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
there's a lot of booths. It's funny. I have this thing, and I'm sure I know other people have the same thing because Jen and I were talking about it. If I go to like a farmer's market, I feel like I can't make eye contact with the people who like own the booth because I don't want to insult them if I don't get anything, or I feel guilty.
Yes.
So I always have a thing
Yes.
like, I'll be back or whatever, because I feel like guilty about it, which is ridiculous. So anyway, so it
What is
felt like
happening?
that with a couple things. Like I couldn't even go into some places. And right away we started getting people coming up to us and saying like, I love the podcast, which still to this very minute feels strange when that people watch and, I guess I love podcasts. I love to watch podcasts, but it's like, it's funny that people want to watch us or that they like watching us this much.
I know.
So thank you.
Yes.
Anybody that said hello this
We
weekend, thank
greatly
you so much.
appreciate it.
It was overwhelmingly positive to hear so many people have such nice things to say, and it was really lovely. It really was.
Yes. We say this every year, but it's just the truth. The people, it's just the people. It's not, we joke and we probably buy a lot of stuff that we don't need. And, some stuff we definitely do need. But it's just really, it's just fun. It's just so fun to see people that you don't necessarily see anywhere else. And I think the longer we do this, it's like we've made friends through the podcast, like Angela from Maine.
Yeah. Hope and Keisha, like we would never be like friends with them if it wasn't for this.
A year ago we didn't know them.
Kevin
this
and
year
Ray,
we shared a house with them.
Yeah, Kevin
Yep.
and Ray.
Kevin and Ray.
Michael from Piece for Piece.
Right.
But also just like the people that came up to just say that that they enjoy getting inspired by us in terms of their projects or knitting or what they want to make. I think that's amazing. I think it's so cool. So we got that quite a bit, and it was crazy every time.
And we are like so grateful. Like, we joke about it. It's like, we can't believe people like sit down and watch us, but we are so grateful. It has become like a big part of our lives. When people come into the shop and it's incredible. It's like, oh, well, I really wanted to come and visit your shop. We have a lot of people from out of state come in because of the podcast, and we just so appreciate it. And we love meeting everybody. It's just so much fun. And
it's really fun to do the podcast because we genuinely do like each other. So
speak for yourself.
I think that comes across like pretty evidently, and I think that's something that a lot of people said is that like we're not at the beginning. Remember when we first started, it was very much like, and now we will talk about our projects, and now it's just like obviously not like that, and this is just
for better or for worse.
Yeah, this is just Lori and I, and we appreciate those people that want to watch us do this. So because we do enjoy it.
Yeah.
So let's see, at cake.
So we saw.
I bought
Yep.
I bought bought 2 things.
I did. Yeah, I did not. I think
You bought a mug.
Oh,
away.
right.
You went straight to the mugs.
Yes, because
You didn't even buy a mug. You bought a.
I bought a. It was
straw
almost
cup
like
thing.
like I don't think you could call it a travel tumbler because
It wasn't covered on the top.
Yeah, it's not covered on the top.
Would you put
I just
ice
really
things or hot things in that?
I think you could put either one in. So it's pottery. Golden Earth was the name of the vendor, and
That was a heavy favorite
Holy
for people right away. I mean,
moly.
immediately.
Yeah.
Right there.
yeah, I have to believe she sold her
Everything.
entire inventory. Yeah, she does all kinds of pottery, but you know, this is all like knitting, wool, sheep related. So she's just got really go and check her out on Instagram. She's, you know, she had like, I think Jen might have gotten a mug with a heart on it, but with like the heart's made of knit stitches. So I got the tumbler. It's like a rather than a mug, it's like a glass, except obviously it's not glass. But so I'd call it a tumbler, and with a reusable stainless steel straw in it. I just saw it. I saw it online right before we went to Rhinebeck, and I knew she was going to have them there. So I bought that, and I got a sheep mug for Danielle. And
Danielle has a podcast. Did you know that?
Danielle Johnson?
Mm-hmm. It's called Danielle Johnson, I think.
Come on.
Yeah, she just posted a video about her Rhinebeck haul. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, I think it's just brand new. I think she just started. So
That's so exciting.
I know. So check her
So
out.
watch Danielle,
Because
because she's one of our faves. And so there, I bought that. I don't think
got
I bought a
cupcakes?
single bag at Cake.
hold on, let me think. You didn't get a Tanny Casey bag?
I did not get a Tanny Casey bag this year.
I
Even
was
though her
overwhelmed.
bags
They're
are
gorgeous.
lovely.
They were gorgeous. I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed at all of that whole sitch.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
I think it was like, because it was like the first, maybe because it was the first thing, it was.
I pretty much, yeah, I don't even know. So we went to, as we were walking towards the back,
The cupcakes were good.
the cupcakes were right there. And as you were in line to get the cupcake because you had to eat something. So Laura's in line to get a cupcake,
Right.
and I had seen
What a shock.
this.
I had to eat something.
I had seen
Oh, right.
this ladies' booth. I want to try to flatten it out for a second to show it in its full glory. So this stuff was towards the front, kind of. It is a yarn I'd never heard of before. It's called Super Glow Fiber. And
Yeah, it's really cool.
she had this. This is called her Fan Faves mini skein set. The bag is kind of iridescent, so it's crazy. And sorry for the crinkle, but I saw this in a crate on the floor, and I went, "What? I need this!" I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I actually want to make. Remember the lady I scared on Saturday? The lady who was wearing the shawl or the scarf.
What?
The lady wearing the scarf that she had created that was just like
Oh, yeah.
I think I want to do that with this because I think it would be so fun.
Mm.
Right? So
Was hers in fingering weight?
AC,
Was it fingering weight?
Yeah, AC, let's get it together and send me that pattern, okay? She doesn't
Oh,
want
my
to.
goodness.
I'll tell you about that later. Don't let me forget.
I had a little bit of regret at the fact that I didn't get that, because you know what it's like around here with FOMO.
It's funny that you say that because who was it, Annie, that was asking us on the way home if we had any regrets?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that was funny. So on Friday morning, before anybody left the house, Angie comes over to me and she's like, who's going to be the one that spends the most? And I was like, it's Annie's first time.
Yeah.
Annie's
And so everybody was like, Annie.
And
Yeah.
she just,
I'm pretty sure
she went crazy. She just went crazy.
Yeah.
She bought, and I'm not shaming her. I think
No.
that's exactly what I did.
Oh, my God.
My
Remember
first
our
time,
first Rhinebeck together?
Bananas.
Oof.
Banana monkey, as I like to say. So I bought this, And it's one of these things, like, she had the most beautiful bright booth with all of these full skeins of fingering laid out in beautiful colors.
Yeah.
The
Lots of neons.
The way she had the colors was very pleasing. It was exactly how I would have done it.
Therefore it was
great. And so I was looking at it, and I could have bought every single skein. Like, they just looked so good all together. You know what I mean? So I couldn't leave without them all. So this was so perfect, and they're so fun. And sure, I could put it in a blanket, or I could put them in anything, or whatever. So super glow fiber. Very excited. They were lovely. The woman was lovely. And I also bought a sticker from the other girl that was in that booth. It says Yarn Core on it. I don't have it.
They were very nice.
Super nice.
I had to go back in there because...
Well, so Angie, Annie, and Jen left after like an hour because they felt like they were done. Lori and I hadn't even made it halfway through the place.
Right, and they were going to Indy.
Right, and we weren't. So they were like, we're going to go make sure we get to where we need to go, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, okay, have fun.
Excuse me as I untangle my yarn.
And then about like 40 minutes later, I get a phone call, and it's Angie, or it's Jen. And she's like, hi. And then she answered. And then I go, hi. And she's like, did you get my text message about getting... So they had texted and said, if we were still there, can you get one of these kits for Angie? Because she had got immediate regret as soon as she left. She really wanted it. So I guess they had been talking back and forth about getting it, or coming back, or asking us to pick it up, or whatever. And when I answered the phone, that was like, oh, man, she answered the phone. Now we have to make her go get it, because she didn't really know if she actually wanted it or not. But
oh, funny.
It was,
yeah. Well, so I got that. So I went and got that for her, and it was the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get to get one. There was a DK one, but I was like, not so sure I would use it. I don't know. I just think they're gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. Yeah.
The yarn is beautiful. I can't wait to knit with it. So AC.
But it's so funny because it's like I wouldn't, like if I really wanted it, like I couldn't get it, I could just go online and get it. It's just so funny.
Oh, and the same thing with Annie. So she sends me a text. If you're near the Tanny Casey booth, can you get me one of these little basket things that were hanging on the front of the wall? Any color, as long as it's cute.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So we did that, and then as we were sort of I got some Tuft woolen hand balm.
Can you please write that down? Do you know how many times people have asked me to restock Tuft woolen soap?
Where did my pen go?
I don't know.
I think you stole it.
I probably did. Oh, there it is.
Typical.
Ooh, there it is.
We should say that we were passing out stickers and
tape measures
with the Skein Scoop Podcast logo on it. So if you make an online purchase, we will be sending one of these off to you while supplies last.
That's right. So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have some left over, so if you're making, we're really excited about it. We're excited to give them to you.
You did get bags there.
I did?
Mm-hmm, because we both wanted
to
go see.
Right.
What's her name? From the
Sophie.
Sophie. I was going to say Susie, but that's Fiber MacGyver.
Yep.
Sophie from the Botanical Yarn booth. So she had a gorgeous booth. And she had just reached out about wholesaling here, right?
Correct.
So
I have loved Sophie's yarn for a very long time. Remember the Advent I got?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So she had her booth, and I have purchased yarn from her. Her Rhinebeck color from 2 years ago when she was at Woolen Folk. We didn't get to see her last year at Woolen Folk because she was in the mud. So she had a very traumatic experience last year. Right. She could not be more lovely, nor could the two women who were working her booth.
I know.
I literally love them.
Yes.
So we were...
Names I can't remember right now, but I can picture them like it was yesterday.
So we were standing in the booth, and I was like, oh, I fell in love with this color. It was called Birthday Cake. And I was like, I'm going to get it on fingering weight. And they were like, well, we have it on what is called her natural fluff base, which is 38% baby alpaca, 25% merino, 37% cotton. It is very similar in feel to Les Garçons fluff in that it's not a thin like mohair feel or a thin even Surrey feel. It is thicker. It's a very dense skein. And
it is. It does remind you of fluff.
there was a sweater that was hanging on the front of the wall, and it's the Nebula sweater by Andrea Mallory. And so I was just going to get 2, and then I decided I would get 3 just in case. I want to make it longer or long sleeves. Not really sure. I sort of wish I'd gotten the solid color, but that's okay. I wound
It's
up.
gonna be beautiful. Look at
at
it.
how
Oh my
beautiful
God.
Cake is. It's so pretty. And that night I cast on the ribbing for it, but like I said, I was just a sleepy sleeper sen.
So pretty.
And I haven't really knit much on it yet, but I've got my ribbing done, or almost done. And oh, here's the little stitch marker that Angie made. Look at how beautiful. They're so sparkly. And those are my little doggy stitch stoppers that I
Becca
got.
by the river's gonna get those too.
Oh yeah, she is.
The Angie's stitch markers.
So Lori got me this little bag, which is just the cutest little bag.
So that's
from
part of the
Botanical Yarn.
bag total.
Yep. I was just like, oh my God, are there butterflies on this bag? There's not. So I love this bag. It's so cute. And I got my 3 skeins of, oh, you got so many bags I can't believe we were trying to say that you didn't get any bags. She got 11. I was going to say you had 11 bags on day 1, so I don't
did?
understand it. Yeah, you did.
All right, but there's a reason for that total.
All right, and Lori's was very tight-lipped about her bag purchases at Cake.
Yeah, everybody got mad at me.
I didn't.
Oh, maybe it was Angie and Jen.
I didn't. It wasn't me.
They were very offended that I wouldn't show them.
Oh my
But
God.
it was because I didn't know what I was going to do with them. So I went to Black Pearl Magic, Shayla.
I can't believe you were going to try to say you didn't get any bags.
You know why? Because it
You just forgot.
Because it was right at the end. I feel like it was like toward the end that I got them.
Well, that's because you couldn't get into that booth until the end.
Right. So if you've ever been probably anywhere that Shayla vends, it's cuckoo bananas as
Banana monkeys.
I say cuckoo bananas. It's because her bags are just so good. They're just so good and they're unique. I mean, I think people try to copy them, but what are you doing?
She's just upside down in her crate.
God.
Sorry, I was just checking on the baby.
And it's like you can't get near the booth and people are like, like.
I feel like even though at the end when we were leaving, she still had quite a few. Whereas like last year or 2 years ago when we went, it felt like at the end when we were leaving, if you wanted to go in there, you couldn't get anything.
Yeah, and I think they've learned that they have to, when they do a timed entry event, they have to hold back inventory. Yeah. Otherwise, the people who come later are just so disappointed. And, she never really has to worry. Her bags all sell out. Yeah. So, but I saw these I had never seen before. And maybe it's because Shayla just started making them. And so,
oh my God, can I touch it?
Of course. No. So,
look at the rainbow, like pastel rainbow. Shut up.
And you can have one.
What?
Yes. So I bought them to give as gifts. So that's why there were so many. And, I wanted to, because, we have people, my friends who work here who weren't able to go. So, yeah. So look at how cute they are. So this is why my total is so high.
I knew that you were doing that. I didn't know you were getting one for me, but thank you.
Now you get to pick. See how cute? They're so cute. Oh, I got this one for myself.
That's so cute. Can I look at that?
It was the only one of its kind, or I would have gotten more of this kind.
Oh, this one's cute. Good for you. Yeah, man. So cute. Can I have this one?
You can have whichever one you want.
Okay. I love it.
So,
thank you. You're the best.
Thanks.
So cute.
Oh wait, look, there was this one too. There's
Is it
another
pink?
one. People must think I'm nuts.
Oh, that's a cool one. Wait, I think I made that one. That one's
It was so cool, right? It really just depends. I think this one is really cool looking. It just depends on whether you care if you can see into it.
It's awesome.
So
So cool.
Okay, so those were some of my bag purchases.
All right, so if you're not familiar, we did end up with a total of 47.
Yes.
Total.
Did we already
bags.
talk about
Yeah.
Okay. I have a bit of a headache. Oh,
Let's
look,
see.
I have Advil.
Oh, okay.
It's not Canadian Advil though.
Let's see. I don't think we bought anything else there. We did, this was my first time meeting the Knitting Posse people. So that was lovely. We ran into Kevin and Ray 1,000 times and Michael.
Yes.
And we saw Vita Lifestyle there, and we saw Kimberly McAlinden.
Oh yes, that was so great.
We
It
were
was so
definitely
great
gonna
to just give her the biggest hug.
We
love you, Kimberly.
We're going to be doing a make along with Kimberly, but we'll talk about that when we have all the details.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fantastic.
It sure is. It's really, it's going to be different than, it's going to be virtual.
Different than anything we've done so far.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. It's actually going to be like a formal knit along.
Yep.
Let's see. So many things. Yeah, it was great. It was so nice to be able to spend a little more time with, and for you to meet for the first time, Kate, Laura, and Kim from the Knitting Posse.
Yep.
And hopefully they're going to come visit us soon because they've actually never been to the shop. So I want to actually maybe reach out to them so we can have a date when they come.
Yeah.
Because they are so lovely.
Oh
so
my
if you're
gosh.
not watching their podcast, you should be.
Yep.
The Knitting Posse.
They bought me a cupcake. So Lori had a cupcake.
That's right.
And then
And
we were
bought me a
walking by
cupcake.
and they got us another cupcake, which was great.
That's right.
So many cupcakes. We met the lady from Robin's Yarn. Remember?
It was,
that booth
yes,
across from
Robin something.
Botanical? And
Yeah.
we said, "Oh, who's Robin?" And she's like, "It's Robin, like the bird." We met the.
I said, "Are you Robin?"
She's like, "No, it's a bird." And then we met the gentleman behind Tuft Woolens and his wife.
Jeff.
And his
Jeff?
wife was lovely. She helped me smell all the smells.
I didn't meet her. Is it Martha?
Yeah,
I
I
feel
actually
like
think
it's
that is
Martha.
We met.
They make the best. Their blocking. Well, it's soap that you can use for anything, and people use it for blocking, and it smells so good.
I got hand tins, so I didn't get the sticks. I got the tins, and they're great.
Yep.
We saw the. Oh, you know what? If I would say that I have any amount of regret, I wish I had gotten that Vita bag.
Oh.
She has the most beautiful bags, so I'm gonna have to go online and get one. I think because
she has so many.
I should have gotten it.
So many beautiful things.
Such a cool aesthetic.
What's her Instagram handle?
Vita Lifestyle.
Vita Lifestyle. Okay.
I love her. She was so sweet
so
and
nice.
cute and adorable and
so tiny.
so kind. So kind. And she remembered us, and it was very nice. She was lovely.
We need to do something with her. We need to do something with all the people.
We saw Lizzie from Mermaid's Pearl there.
Yep,
walking
we saw
around.
Lizzie. We chatted with her for a few minutes. Who else?
Oh, I'm gonna make that sweater. Remember the sweater I saw at the booth with the lady who made me buy the yarn?
Oh, right.
I'm gonna make that.
Right. Except this year you didn't get sucked in.
I didn't get sucked in, but I am gonna make the Willow Branch by Tiff Nealon. That's on one of
It's on your to-do list
because it was so beautiful. Did I not make a reel of cake? I don't think I did.
Really?
Maybe I did.
We saw Rachel and Dave. Rachel's one of our customers that we love. Also a good friend of my daughter Sam's. And who else did we see? Just trying to think of other people that we saw. You know who I missed seeing this year? Emily from Fangirl Fibers.
And we didn't get to see Gina from Skein Cocaine either, which made me sad.
Yes, I thought she might not be coming. I clearly am not keeping up with her podcast, which is, and she's one of the few.
She
podcasts.
didn't know that she was going to go until she
The
decided.
last second?
Yeah.
So I was sad that we didn't see her. But there were, the number of people.
Yeah, I did post about cake. So if you want to see pictures and videos of all the things that we did, head over to Skein Yarn Shop Instagram, and there's videos of that. When we finally got out of there, we ran into Corey and Amber, and somebody said they saw us then too, but they didn't say anything. But I didn't hear them. They said that they were hollering at me.
And that was the first time we saw Max and Vincent.
Oh, and then we met Michael from Upland Fiber
Oh,
Company.
right. Michael's the owner of Upland Fiber Company, Upland Fiber Co. And we are super, super excited. He will be having a trunk show here the weekend of December 14th. So put that on your calendars, people.
Get ready.
And I saw, hold on, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Hold on, I'm going to go to his Instagram. Upland Fiber Co. Hold on, stand by. Sorry, Danielle. Oh, is it not here? Was it in his stories? Something about the breeder. Oh, here it is. We're beyond excited to share that our incredible fiber partner, Jeff Reppert, just won Best Fleece at the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival. So that's super exciting. So yeah, so go and give Michael a follow at Upland Fiber Co. And we'll be having a trunk show. I'm so excited about that.
After we left there,
so we saw him on the way out.
Walk over to the Perfect Blend and to lunch because we were planning to go to eat at a restaurant called the Dutch, which was right near the Perfect Blend. So we walked down to the tea shop, the yarn and tea shop, which I had never been before. Have you been?
I had never been. I had wanted to, but I had never been. So
it was lovely.
Delightful.
And so many people there. It made me so happy to see it be so successful. Really cute, nice layout of lots of yarn. They also had those glasses at the back.
Oh, the readers.
I've decided
a very good idea.
I think I need to get readers. I think I took a video of them because I want, oh yeah, I did look. What were they called? They were right there. They were called peepers.
Oh.
Here, maybe you can see. See? Maybe you can't see. But those are glasses and I'm going to get them. See, I wanted those right there, the light gray ones, but they were too high of a magnifying for my eyeballs.
Okay.
So apparently you have to start low.
What if you look through the bottom of my glasses? Because no, but you have to look down at the bottom. Wait, try and read something, for God's sakes.
You have to go like this? God, you're really blind.
I'm not that blind. I really am not.
Makes my eyebrows hurt.
Your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Or your eyeballs?
Both.
Anyhow.
No, I don't like that. Why would you make me do that?
Because I can read pretty much no problem without my glasses, but I do have a reading prescription, but it's really low. So I thought you might be able to do it, but clearly you don't have the skill to look through progressive. So
nope, I don't have that skill. Just so sad.
See,
devastated. I'm so upset. But I did use Annie's to pick up stitches when I was
and it was
cutting
the
in my
weirdest thing because I looked over at you and I saw you with the glasses on and I thought to myself, that is so weird. Like literally I'm having this whole conversation in my head. I never said anything out loud, but I'm looking at you and I'm going, does she wear glasses? Like,
No, I have perfect.
How could she wear glasses and I not know that?
No, I was just using Annie's.
It was the weirdest thing.
That is so funny.
I was like, does she wear them at home and I've never seen her wear them before? It was so strange.
No, I don't.
Anyway, so yeah, so perfect blend. Back to the perfect
Yeah,
blend.
I didn't buy
Where
anything.
I did.
I
I actually
wanted to
bought a
get-
lot at the perfect blend.
I wanted to get. They had some Woolfolk far,
Yes.
and I wanted to get a skein of it, but the line was too long that I couldn't.
The line was very long.
We went to the front, Keisha and I. We made our
Yes.
way. Oh, I tried some of the tea. So there was
I tried
one
some of the tea also.
hot tea that I really liked. It was very delicious.
Yep.
And then the cold tea tasted like
Buckwheat.
I didn't like it.
Okay. Yeah.
And
it
then
was
I felt
Japanese.
rude, so I just chugged it, and then I put it in the.
You didn't need to feel rude, you know?
I didn't like it.
Yeah. So the cold tea was soba tea, and
Not a fan.
yeah, I liked it because I like that stuff.
Did you like the first tea, the hot tea?
I liked both teas.
I liked the hot tea.
Brought me back to my time in Japan.
Yeah, it definitely was very.
Yeah, it was very nostalgic for me.
I liked the hot.
I hope to go back there someday, but I digress.
Japan or the perfect blend.
Both, to be perfectly honest. But I was talking about Japan.
We
So wait,
Hope and I went to the front and we.
So I bought
sat in
this
the
bag.
chairs.
because yeah, you sat in the chairs outside,
Mm-mm.
inside.
In the front window, and we just stared at all the people's sweaters.
Oh,
It was lovely.
that must have been fun. It was very warm. It was a warm day,
At
and
that point, it was
yeah,
warm.
yeah. So I really do like to get like a little bag like this wherever I go. So I got this little perfect blend, and I keep my Rhinebeck socks.
We can't talk about that yet.
No, we can't talk about that yet. Okay, fine. So I got that at the perfect blend. What else did I
You
get?
got a cup. You got a mug.
I got a mug, which is for home.
with a loose leaf holder.
What the heck was it called?
It was really pretty. It had like knitted stitch on the outside too.
Yeah, it's a really cute mug. I bet you a lot of it have seen it before. I've got fiber on my lip gloss. Anyway, did Hope buy the same mug as me? I feel like she might have. I love it. It's like ivory colored, and it's just got all, it's got cables on the outside of the mug, and not a picture, but like
Yeah, it's really
Like
cute. Like
texture.
yeah.
and then it has the tea infuser that like rests right in the mug and a cover on top, so you can use it for either bagged or loose tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm sorry, I have to have that.
It was really cute.
So I
Did
think
you get any yarn there?
I did not get any yarn there, just things.
A lot of the yarn was the same yarn that we have. So
That's right, we did. I noticed that they carried Remix.
Yeah.
Carried some of the same yarn as us. I really loved the selection that they had there. I don't know, it just felt like they were kind of like we were like kindred spirits.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah.
Did you go into the second room in the other part?
Barely, because I
Yeah.
think at that point I was like, I got to get out of here. There were so many people and I was really warm.
So Keisha and I were like, we're gonna go down to get a table at the restaurant. So we walk into the Dutch.
Wait, so let me just back up for a
sorry.
second. So they were having an Emma's Yarn trunk show. Did you go where they were having that?
Mhm.
Did you meet any of the Emma's Yarn people?
Mm-mm.
So I regret that. Like, I regret that I didn't like.
I walked
see.
in and then I got like immediately. It was very crowded.
It was
No.
just. It was. I felt. I think we talked about this. I felt more like overwhelm at like this particular Rhinebeck weekend than I ever have before from the number of people.
How many times were we in a booth and I literally I
Yeah.
would say to you like I
Yeah.
I can't be in here.
I'm
Gotta get out.
So go ahead. So we walked.
So Keisha and I we left Lori and Hope at the Perfect Blend, and we walked down to this restaurant called the Dutch. And they had been there last time they were there.
I got this at the Perfect Blend too.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it cute?
So
I love
cute.
this bag.
I love how
and it was
wide
very
open it gets.
inexpensive. Yeah. I love this bag. The maker is Maika, Maika. Look at how cute. I think one of the reasons I love it so much is because it reminds me of Marimekko. Are you familiar with Marimekko prints?
I think that
I just love it.
yeah, it's so cute.
Okay, moving on.
So Keisha and I walk into the Dutch, and
Oh my God.
one of the customers comes over, and she recognized us. I think
That was Millie.
I think she's a friend of Hope and Keisha's, but
yes.
she comes over and she's like, they're gonna come over to you and tell you not to come in.
Yeah.
The food's supposedly really good, but they only had one waitress and she's super overwhelmed and blah, blah, blah. So we're like, well, we don't really care because we wanted to eat something, but we weren't in a rush and we had nowhere else to go. So it wasn't that big of a deal. So Sure enough, the hostess / waitress / bartender comes over, and the girl was frazzled with a capital F. And she was like, essentially, please don't come in. Like, basically, like, she was so overwhelmed. I felt horrible for her. Like, immediately we were like, we are literally not in a rush. We want to sit and knit. And whenever you bring our food, you bring our food. Like, we were not going to give you a hard time. Like, please, Keisha offered to go help her bus tables. Like, that's like where we were at. So we go and we sit down, and your daughter's texting if you want to respond to her. We go and sit down, and we told that the girl, like, we're very like laid back, and she was so overwhelmed, this poor girl. But we had a lovely time. We were there for a few hours.
We were there for at least 2 hours.
At least 2 hours. We had appetizers and some soup.
The food was excellent.
And I think she sort of was able to relax a little bit. And then another girl came in shortly after. Well, not shortly after, like an hour into it. And so I think it got better for her. But Keisha and I were like texting Lori, and I'm like, the waitress is very frazzled, and we are going to be nice, and everybody is going to be extra patient. Not that I didn't think that you were, but I was going to be like, imagine Lori sat down and she didn't know what was going on, and the lady took forever. She'd be like, what is happening? Why is this taking so long?
Oh my gosh.
So we ended up sampling a bunch of local ciders and like apple flavored ciders. You had a weird cocktail that tasted very strange.
I didn't love it.
But the food was fantastic.
But the food was really good.
And it was a really pleasant experience. We really had
It was just so
time.
like after walking or like, just being on your feet for such a long time.
And the knitters all over the place inside there.
Everywhere.
I mean, like, people were knitting everywhere. And that's my favorite part of the whole weekend is
it's just seeing
you have to kind of get used to people
everywhere.
being like, oh, I love your outfit or whatever. And you go back to reality and you're like, people suck when they're not knitting.
Yeah. We saw Jen and Corinna.
Yep. I'm so glad you remember people's names.
That was fun.
We just had a great time.
From their podcast. I can't remember their podcast off the top of my head. Something in the north, knitting in the north, or
I have their card, but it's obviously not in the bag because I didn't bring anything that I was supposed to bring.
All right. We'll what? No? We won't?
I don't remember.
Oh no. Hold on. I'm going to write it down and then you can link to it in the show notes. No?
No. Okay. You can edit the doc and I'll copy and paste it in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Lori will try to do that. Let's see. She's not gonna do that. So let's move on from there. We had big plans to go out to dinner Friday night.
Oof. Here we go.
So for 2 years straight, we have what?
I think he's asking us if we want lunch.
We've really.
Is it already that time? Oh yeah, it's 11:44. What is his problem?
Are you going to get lunch? Are you going to Jersey Mike's?
I am.
Can you get me a BLT?
Sure.
Or is it too late?
No, it's too late.
Do I want that?
Why don't you just get a big one and we'll share it?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Can you get a big one?
Yep.
Aren't you so glad that I'm your daughter now?
Or your second wife.
Thanks, Kev. So, for the past 2 years, Lori and I, and last year with all of our friends, we went and had a very lovely time going out to dinner.
Yes.
At
Terrapin,
which is in downtown Rhinebeck.
Yes.
And
on the main drag.
We were very much looking forward to showing our friends this beautiful restaurant.
That's right.
None of them had been to it before.
How'd that work out for you?
Not so great. So we had a reservation at 8:15, and truthfully, we were all so tired that, like, leaving the house that evening, we were all kind of like, ugh, we got to get up and go to dinner.
I know.
So
I know. I would have been fine staying at the house. We probably should have.
And I want to point out that we do not typically bash things. However,
we're not fans. We try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt as a small business owner, but this was egregious, to say the least.
It was a horrific experience.
Yeah.
When we got to the restaurant, they were behind, which is not their fault.
No big deal.
There were lots of knitters. Everybody was just chatty and happy, and we were fine.
We were a big party. We were a party of 7.
So we were waiting in this vestibule because there was no waiting area because other people were in the actual waiting area. And where we were waiting, we were obviously in the way of all the things. But there was, like I said, no place else for people to wait.
There was so little room.
Yeah. So the hostess stand was here, and we were in kind of like an L shape waiting to go into the restaurant. Some of us were looking at the menu.
Right.
Others were knitting or just standing there. And Hope and Keisha were standing by a window with a window ledge, and Keisha's hair caught on fire because there was an open candle right on the windowsill at head level.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Hope, with reflexes like a ninja,
like a cat,
slapped her head and put out
the fire
with her hand. But a big, massive flame and crazy amount of smoke, and we're standing in there, and the hostess looks up and looks down. Doesn't say anything. Maybe 30 seconds later, a gentleman comes over and says, "Miss, are you okay?" As she is still fanning out her head and checking her hair to see the damage of her hair. Right. And they said, "Oh, it's smoky. Let's open the door." So Hope and Keisha go to the restroom to go, calm down a little bit. So that she can calm
down. Right. I think Keisha was in shock.
Completely. We were all stunned.
Yeah.
But obviously very concerned about her and looking to make sure she was okay. And she appeared to be okay, but she was in shock.
Yeah. She was just off.
Totally.
She was not herself.
So another hostess comes over because they need 3. And Lori said to her, "Our friend's hair caught on fire because you had an open candle
on the windowsill."
Right. It wasn't a windowsill down low. It was a windowsill at
right
your
here.
Neck. And it could have happened to anybody. So Lori said that, and the woman said, "Oh, well, your table's ready." Right? Essentially.
She said, "Oh, that's terrible. Well, your table's ready."
So we go to the table, and we all kind of sit there.
I said to her, our friend's hair just caught on fire. It was I don't know. There was
no sincere reaction from the get.
It was like it happened every day.
Yeah,
someone's hair
was like, "Oh, well,
caught on fire every day."
Let's move on. I thought, without a shadow of a doubt, because we had excellent service every time we had been there before.
Well, we kept going back.
I was shocked. I thought for sure by the time we're sitting, a manager for sure is going to come over, not because we wanted anything, but to simply express their sincere apology and to check on Keisha.
Right, really just to
I thought that
check
would happen
on her well-being
by the time we sat down. So we sit down at our table, Hope and Keisha come walking in. Now they've opened all the doors to the restaurant. And it's chilly.
Freezing.
And they wouldn't shut the doors. And so now that's making Keisha feel self-conscious because she then realized it smelled like hair, like burnt hair, which is a terrible smell. And she was feeling like everybody was looking at her. She was feeling very much like
super self-conscious, understandably.
So the waiter came over and he thought we were talking about spiders for some reason. And then Keisha said something like, and I don't blame him. I think that he was the only person who kind of handled it relatively well, but maybe not even. He said, "Oh, I don't know."
Not really.
I guess not really.
No,
you're right.
He goes, because we were all so
shocked
and upset about it.
And still no manager has come
he's
over.
like, and so it's like, oh, well, how are you all doing tonight? And it's like, well,
not great.
Our friend's hair just caught on fire
in your lobby or the front entrance.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, well, is that why it smells like burnt hair?"
Yeah. He's he goes, "That's what that smell is."
So which Keisha got even more uncomfortable. And so he left. And then I said, "Do you want to go talk?" I was shocked that a manager hadn't come over. So I said, "Do you want to go talk to a manager?" And she was like, "I think I do." So I went with her. And as we were walking towards the front entrance, I spot a gentleman waiter who was not wearing the waiting outfit that everybody else was wearing.
Right.
So I said, "I'm sorry, do you know if there's a manager here?" And he said, "Well, I'm one of the managers." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then he came over, he goes, "What can I do for you?" And he had this like smile on his face. And Keisha said, "My hair caught on fire in your vestibule." And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And she was like, "I'm just kind of shocked that nobody really seems to be that concerned about the fact that my hair caught on fire." And he just was like, had this creepy look on his face, like with a smile. And then he kept looking between her and I as if he was waiting for me to add something that was going to click in his head, that was going to get out what he wanted, what we were asking for, which was nothing. We didn't want a thing. It's not like we were expecting anything. It was simply that there was zero accountability, concern or apology, like any kind of like genuine apology. So as he's smiling, she said, "I'm really upset with how you're handling this." And he said, quote, "I'm sorry that you feel we're not giving you enough attention." To which my mouth just dropped wide open. And I have to tell you, when it happened, Keisha didn't scream. She didn't yell. She didn't cause a scene. Hope and Keisha handled it really quickly and then left the area. If my hair had caught on fire, there would have been people from another town coming over to find out what was going on, because I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe that they were so like not understanding what was like how you should handle that. There were people waiting outside who waited to see if she was okay.
Yeah.
They were strangers, but
it was crazy.
Restaurant couldn't. So we were sort of stunned. We turn on our heels and go back to the table. We sit down and I said, "Can we go?" And Angie's like, "Yeah, why are we here? Let's leave. Why are we giving them any money?" So the seven of us stand up and we walk out. And I like to say Lori put on her boss voice and she spoke to the other manager at the door. And then I left because I was, at that point, I just felt so bad that I could have cried. Like, she was so upset. It was horrible.
She was standing with me, when this, first the other manager guy wasn't there. It was that, hostess who looked like she was, I don't know.
Oh, 16. This is when I left.
And
I did look up and I did ask if she was okay.
Yeah.
Liar.
I was just like, I said, the level of concern is not really commensurate with what just happened. I said, our friend's hair caught on fire because I'm like, you had an open flame where there shouldn't have been one. And no one seems to be concerned in the slightest. And then he said, he said, well, I'm just not sure what you want. He's like, what do you want, a haircut? And I was like, okay, we're done here.
And as you were walking out the door, he almost escorted you out because he came right behind you on the way out. And he had this like weird smile on his face. Like he thought it was just so funny. And I
think they thought that we were like looking to have like our entire table's meals comped. I think
it
it's
wasn't
like
about.
That's I felt like they felt like we were all about like getting the meal comped.
Maybe.
And it was just about,
if by the time our butts hit the seat, a manager had come over and expressed their sincere sorry, like apologies.
Yeah.
It would have been a whole different story. It was the way we were then treated collectively as a whole, but also the way Keisha was treated, that I would never recommend anybody go there ever. And the fact that we were so looking forward to this meal, that we had been there 2 times, that we were telling people on the podcast that you should go there.
That's right.
We highly, highly regret ever going there on Friday night. It was an awful experience, and we are so lucky that Hope sprung into action as quickly as she did, that she didn't get more seriously hurt, even though she did hurt herself. We are so lucky that happened as quickly as it did, because it really could have been a lot worse. And Keisha didn't get hurt, but her hair did get burnt. I mean, it was singed and it was horrible. Yeah. And we, just so you know, we did ask Hope and Keisha if they wanted us to talk about this, because obviously it was a traumatic experience. And then as the night went on, we were, at this point it was like close to 9:00. We needed to go eat something. So we ended up next door at was it Gigi's?
Yeah.
And we had
where they couldn't have been nicer.
Lovely waitress, quick meal, very delicious. And the waitress did inform us that restaurant does have quite a few pages on the internet of food health code violations. So all in all, I just have to say that Keisha was a rock star, and if that had happened to me, I don't know what would have happened. I wished we had said you'd be hearing from our attorney or something, like snarky, like
I can never think of like the
I told you that night I had dreams of the smart words that I came up with of what I wanted to say to that manager.
In the moment, it's often hard.
It was shocking, and Keisha
come up with the right words.
Took a little bit of time, and then I think by the time she finally processed it, I think it was a traumatic experience for her. I mean, it really truly was, and the fact that nobody seemed to give a shit was really upset. Sorry.
Yeah,
it was really upsetting. So. Anyway, we would not recommend that anybody visit Terrapin ever again. And,
yes. And this is, and if you know us, you know that I don't think we've never said a bad word. We're here about, we're here to lift businesses up, to lift people up. And, but we felt something needed to be said. We will never be going there again.
And there will be reviews, and because of the fact that we did encourage people to go there, because
yes,
we just felt like it was a very awful thing, with no sincerity and no accountability.
Right that was the thing. They really just went into defensive mode.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Rather than
caring,
Yeah.
So it's funny because on Monday I was at the Ben had a color run at his school, and I was with Shauna, who is co-owner of the Greenwich Bay Oyster Bar, which is our favorite restaurant in the whole wide world. And Shauna and I were talking, and I told her what happened, and she was shocked, and she was like, there should be no open candles like at a restaurant. That's a violation right there. She's like, and then
another violation.
Yeah, just it was just horrible. I mean, it was horrible.
Luckily, the rest of the weekend was enough to
make up for
I don't know if it's to make up for it, but I mean, that was the one thing that marred the weekend. It was the only thing.
That was our thorn of the weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Saturday.
So that was Friday.
Sorry to bring it down a little bit, but
moving on.
So Saturday morning, some of the people in our house woke up nice and early to be the first in line.
To maybe get donuts?
Lori, Hope, Keisha, and I were like, no.
Oh,
I was like,
who is that?
We, look at that nice man. So we lollygagged a little.
Just a little.
Had some breakfast and coffee at the house and made our way over to the Dutchess County Fairgrounds. It took us 40 minutes maybe? With
it didn't take too long.
It wasn't crazy. We had a delightful parking spot because we paid $10 and this lovely man put us in. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. A full bag of Lay's potato chips.
Dude, I'm starving. Thanks, Kev. I'm glad that I
Thank
wrinkled
you.
for that comment. I'm hungry.
I guess so. Yes. That man became an instant entrepreneur. Yes. So we got a good parking spot
on Saturday, and we had teeny tiny plans, right?
Yes.
Lori wanted to go to NATR
and Hope.
I wanted to go to two booths. One was the Cottontail Farm booth, and the other was Bumblebee Acres.
Yeah. Yep.
We got stopped at Reinbeck so often.
Just a few times.
That we didn't see more than those three things, right?
I'm trying to think.
We spent a lot of time on the hill to the point where I was like, my ankles hurt. I can't sit here anymore. Sorry, it's making that. It's going to come up on the screen.
Oh, okay. So yes, but it was
which I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying like we in years past have been able to walk through the barns and the stalls, and we couldn't get there.
Right.
We couldn't get there. We met so many people. Let's see. I can remember some of them.
Okay.
We met Sharon of the Modern Skein.
Yes. And Josh, her husband.
Red Stag Fiber, which was so nice.
Yeah, that was great.
Right after that, we saw our friends Ashley, Leslie, and sweet little Avery, and took some pictures. Those were the Nutty Knitters.
The Nutty Knitters, yes. Follow them on Instagram.
They were wearing their Jethro cardigans, all three of them, and they looked so cute.
They did. Avery was so cute.
Avery
her first Rhinebeck
in kindergarten this year. Kindergarten, first grade. First grade.
No idea.
I think she's a little bit younger than Ben, so I think she might be in first grade this year. She was living her best life. She had on the cutest little hat
and a dress,
lovely jean dress with her Jethro.
Her little mini Jethro.
She's so cute. And that's it. That's all I remember.
Those are the only names you remember. Well, we bumped into Whitney.
Oh, right away. We saw Whitney
from Knitting Fever, which was fun because she wasn't there last year. And she introduced us to Alice, who is a designer.
I don't know how you do it.
Birch Tree Knitting, I think, is her Instagram. So I'm excited to maybe do a trunk show of her designs. So that's exciting. Who else did we bump into?
This was on our way to get to NATR, which, by the way, Annie and Angie and Jen had already gotten to and already bought a bag for Lori because I was scared that they were going to run out. So that's where your cute little sheep shirt came from.
That's right.
Wearing.
Yes.
And I'm super jealous of that. I wish I got one.
Right. Well, this too can be yours if you go to the NATR website.
I have them online already.
I don't think it's been restocked yet, but within the next, I think by November 1st, it'll be restocked with everything. And then I bought some other bags once I finally got there.
What was
I'm trying to think of who else we bumped into along the way.
Annie calls NATR Mad Hatter, which I think is the greatest thing in the wide world.
I almost want to read the text thread from this morning.
I don't know if she would love it, but
maple
leather.
Yeah,
maple leather threads.
Yes.
So cute. Let's see.
I
So
really
we
hope
finally
she
got
found
to
her
Matter.
stuff.
We finally got to Matter Root, and Lori. So that barn was not really a barn. It's a big one, and huge. And when we got in there, immediately I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Um.
So she wasn't staying.
I literally was like, I can't. I found a spot, and any spot I found, people were trying to get around me, and I was like, I can't get here.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. So I sort
And
of
you
just
met someone.
stood. I did. I met a really nice man and his partner, and he was not a knitter, but the other one was, and we became internet friends.
Was he wearing a sweater that you liked?
Yes, he was wearing a sweater.
What's that? Oh,
That's
look.
Jen. She's so cute. He was wearing a sweater that was like patchwork from. Shoot. I know that Natalie.
Did she buy it? That was weird.
What?
Nothing. That picture of Jen. I'm like, did she buy that this weekend and she's already finished it?
I can't remember what his name was. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad. I'm really bad. If you know how you
All right.
You know how all the time you're like, well, I do stuff too. This is what you excel at, and this is what I suck at. You excel at remembering people's names.
Not always.
Yes, always. Literally, you just said the people's names and their Instagram name. You people walk in the store who haven't been here in 18 months, and you're like, Susan, right? Yes.
Anyway, so here.
But yes, I met a man, and he was wearing a sweater, and I really liked it.
All right. So this is what I bought.
This is riveting
So
content.
Angie and Angie had already purchased a bag for me, and but then I couldn't resist. I love these bags. So here's one. Okay, it's got the waxed canvas bottom. You know, it's just, these bags are just perfection, right? Because they stand up and you can work out of them. Of course, there's nothing in it now, so it's not going to really cooperate. But then you fold it over and look. Look at those yarn balls. And these are all, I believe, maybe silk screened.
So the bag that you bought me years ago, like this, a Matteroo bag.
That one does not stand up, but it's huge.
It's really big, and it's
Yeah.
a thicker.
That one's
very, very thick.
Yeah, I feel like that one's called a trundle. And that one, I'm not sure if it has the waxed bottom. I don't think it does. But it's
The
like,
whole thing
it's
is
twice, but that one's twice the size of this one. And that one doesn't fold over like this one. And this is, I mean, you can fit quite a bit in here. I mean, look at this bag.
I know you love that bag.
Look at it.
I can't believe
Look
I
at-
forgot all my things.
And there's a pocket.
Kevin and Ray just texted and said, "Love that you guys are podcasting already. Is there a new segment called Lori's New Bags?" I was like, yeah, we're right in the middle of that.
That's
one.
right. So, and then you can do this, like, you know, if you want to close it up, you just fold this over and then clip it. It's awesome. Wait, get in there. Am I doing it the wrong way? Oh yeah, I am doing it the wrong way. Look at, I mean, it's just so well thought out. It just cute. I just love all the details.
It's a really good. That's a really pretty plaid.
So that's
I got that
one. And then Angie got me one
that you gifted
that I
to
gave
Sam.
to Sam, that I gifted to Sam because
Sam is Lori's daughter.
yes. And so look at this one. Same bat, same
Style.
thank you. All right, but when you fold it over, sunflowers. Come on. I just love them. So that's that. And then of course, had to get this.
That's a cute one. Cute.
So that's what I got at Matterroot. I
When we-
definitely did some damage.
When we left Matterroot, I wanted to haul it over to Bumblebee Acres.
Bumblebee
So we
Acres.
went to Bumblebee
Yep.
Acres first. I have to tell you, I was walking around with my sock, knitting it the entire time, and I'm just going to skip around for a quick second because I have to show you these. So I had gotten one of these last year.
2
from
hours. We're at the 2 hour
Cottontail
mark.
Farms. So these are these tiny little yarn holder thingy-mabobs with a leather strap. These are from Cottontail Farm. I believe she actually uses or says that people use them for spinning because you can put your fiber
I was
in
going to
it.
say, I don't think that that their original intention was to put
I
yarn
swear to
in.
God, I should have been carrying a bundle of them with me to sell as I
Yes.
walked through, because the amount of compliments that I got on this little thing, because I had it hooked to my bag. So I sold.
That was a really cute one.
I sold a
love that.
zillion of them. And by the time I got there to the booth, I was like, these people get out of my way because I'm going to my spot. So I like hauled it over there and I bought myself 3 of them. I got this cute little paisley peacock.
So cute.
I got this adorable fancy llamas wearing necklaces.
Or alpacas.
Sorry, they're probably alpacas. And I got the puppy dogs in the picture frames because obviously I was getting a dog the next day. So I walked around with these bad boys attached to me, with actually this one attached to me all day. And I got a zillion and one comments on it. And I recommended.
And she finished a sock.
And I finished a sock. And I recommended it to everyone I saw that they should go get them. So highly, highly, highly recommend. They had so many beautiful bags. And I ended up purchasing another bag, which of course I forgot, from their shop.
Which is beautiful.
So I was actually standing in the booth while all of the rest of you were looking at those because I went there first. And everybody was like hollering out like, I found one with ducks on it. I found one with chickens on it.
But look at mine.
Lori got one with dinosaurs.
I got 3 of them actually because Sam really loves these. She makes socks constantly. But look at that.
He's so cute.
I love it.
So I was standing in this like booth looking at all the other bags, and I was just like, I'm not getting any more bags, yada, yada, yada. And this woman comes over with her boyfriend or her partner, and she's like, oh, I don't know, honey, which one do you like? Do you like that pink one or that pink one? And I heard pink, and I was like,
What?
which pink ones is she looking at? So there was one over on this side of me that was like hot pink with like a black. And then there was one on this side of me that was yellow and like a pretty platy pink that was like lighter tones. So I was like, I looked at her and I go, whichever one you don't get, I'll get the other one. And she's like, oh, okay. So she ended up with the hot pink one and I ended up with the yellow and pink one. And of course I forgot.
And it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful bag. It's the same kind of style as the Matterroot bags minus the clip. It has a leather handle and it has a drawstring. And now I'm going to have to do a separate Rhinebeck haul video because I didn't bring any of the things that I bought.
Oh, well, you'll do it on
Yeah,
Never
I
Not
have to do
Knitting.
a Never Not Knitting episode.
You'll just have to.
I'll just have to. So I got that bag and I was so happy to get new ones of these because, you know, shopping for these kinds of things online can be kind of like, oh, do I need that one? Oh no, there's low battery.
Oh no. Low power.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh,
We're almost wrap it up. Which we probably should have done a half an hour ago.
So I got what I needed from there and I wanted to, and you got some bags there too.
Where?
There, you got some of those little things. And then
Yeah, I got these and 2 more for Sam.
And then we were heading to Bumblebee Acres, which was really what we did first. We went to Bumblebee Acres first. I was dying to get there. I know I talked about it, I think, last week because I really wanted to go see their stuff in person. I ended up getting 3 skeins, one from the Court of Thorns and Roses, which is what I really want. It was the color I wanted, and it's so pretty. When I finish this sock, I'm going to cast on that one. And then I got 2 holiday skeins. One was called the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I love that one.
And it's like pinks and reds and greens. It's so cute. And the other one is like a tweed DK weight. It's like kind of moody Christmas colors, like dark green, dark red, and some navy, and tweed.
Woof. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Who's Peter Flynn?
Ugh. He's the leasing agent.
We're just really great today. While we were waiting, this is funny.
Are you chewing ice?
I'm in the Bumblebee Acres booth, and I knew I wanted to be there, and that's why I tolerated the crowdedness, because otherwise I would have.
I was the one at Bumblebee
away.
Acres who was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I really wanted that yarn. So as I'm walking, there's this woman in front of me, and she's wearing this cute pink corduroy jacket, and she's all like right in front of me. Do you want to go to the register and grab the charger and the extension cord just in case? Just pull off or if we have a charger. I'm just a little slightly worried that even though we have it on low battery mode. So there's this woman, and she's in front of me, and everywhere she went, she would like take a skein and put it somewhere, and then as soon as she touched it, I was like, "Ooh, I want that." So every skein that she touched and put back, I was taking. And I was just kind of following this lady until we got to near the register, and she's like, she turns to me, and she had just put something up, and I pulled it off, and she turns to me, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry." I said, "I think I'm taking all the yarn that you're touching." And she goes, "Oh, well, I dyed it all." I had no idea it was the mom of the Bumblebee Acres. I didn't know it was her who was the dyer. I just was like chasing her, following her around and taking all the things, and she could not have been nicer. So I told her about how I watched the podcast and that I've been a really big fan of their yarn from a distance, and I was so excited to finally get it, and she could not have been nicer. And I was super happy. We had to wait in line out in the outside, which was nice because it was just like we said, it was just the most beautiful weather weekend. And I think that it was fine to be outside for that moment, but there were a lot of bees.
So I don't know that we have a charger.
We do. Come back over here and I'll get it.
All right, well, I thought the extension.
So it was such a nice, it was so nice. And we met outside there. We met another person that we knew, and we saw Sam from BC Bree Fibers / Clockwork Fiber Company. And we met another woman who watches the podcast there too, but I can't remember her name.
Luann?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's terrible. She doesn't remember anything. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a charger.
Okay.
And then from there we went to the hill.
Is that what we did? We went to the hill.
But first we were going to get something to eat.
Oh, right. So then poor Hope stood online at the crepe place for some insane amount of time, which I feel really bad about because I'm not even sure that she got a crepe. So she waited online for me because I was like, I want a crepe. And
I went out to the car to get the
Oh, right. Then Justine had to go get the tape measures so that we could give them to people. And then we were on the hill and we saw all kinds of friends, which was so nice, but it was so crowded. Like, I really believe, like, if you were there, comment down below if you think it was more crowded this year than it's ever been before, because several of us in the house thought that was the case. And who did we see? We saw a lot of the same people that we had seen at Cake. We saw Kevin and Ray and Max and Vincent, and
Vincent was so sassy with me.
He was very sassy with you.
He was like,
I loved that.
"Oh, nice of you to show up."
And just, met so many new people and had fun taking pictures.
We have to be careful because we don't have a charger.
Oh.
So we're just gonna have to not be that much more long-winded than normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk about the Socks for Sam people.
Oh yeah. All right.
So while we were on the hill, I was talking to someone and I noticed these people walking around with a pin on their shirts. And then I noticed their bag said Socks for Sam. And so I went over and I wanted to introduce myself. So Socks for Sam is this organization that has come about based on these people who are inspired by this young boy named Sam who has vanishing white matter disease. It's like a very obscure disease, and we're trying, their like purpose is to try to unite and inspire this one amazing kid who happens to be a student at their school. So they're all middle school teachers. One was an English teacher, one was a math teacher, and one was a Spanish teacher. And I tried to guess what they taught.
I'm sure you did.
I only got 2 right. No, that's not true. I only got 1 right. Anyway, so they have a knitting club at their school. And this young boy, Sam, he often, since he was very little, really loved to do like spirit weeks. And his favorite was always mismatched socks day. So he pretty much always wears mismatched socks. So they came up with this idea. And I originally thought it was to knit actual socks for him, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is just to show Sam that he has this wide reach, that people will care enough to participate in this thing for him because he has this horrible disease. And he is in 8th grade right now. And so we're going to have lots more information about it.
We'll talk about it more next time.
Because they are going to be doing things where, so basically, if you take a picture of a sock that you're knitting, use the hashtag Socks for Sam. You're not committing to give a sock to Sam. You're just committing to show Sam that there are people thinking about him.
Right. It's really about the hashtag, right?
It's about the hashtag. So you should follow Knit Socks for Sam on Instagram. And then you should always, if you're knitting a sock, use the hashtag Socks for Sam. The whole point is to just show him that there are people thinking about him, and look how big his reach is. They're going to be doing things where you can actually knit a sock and send it in, and then they're going to raffle off based on how many socks you send in, and there's going to be prizes, and it's going to be very much, a big thing that we're not really like involved in, other than we will be sending socks in for that. But if you want more information, just go and follow them at Knit Socks for Sam. They will be tagged and linked down below. I think it's fantastic, and I can really appreciate the fact that these teachers are just trying to do this amazing thing for their for one of their students at their school. So they were lovely, and they gave me a tape measure.
Nice.
We saw so many people. We bought so many things. Every one of our customers.
We came, we saw, we bought.
Every one of our customers said, "Have you seen Fiber MacGyver?"
Yeah.
So we had met Susie at Fiber MacGyver last year. I instantly fell in love with her last year.
I remember exactly where she was.
She took me into Madge. She took me into it last year. Like, I was like literally looking at the bed. So I thought it was just, she was,
so it's
she
a camp, it's
lovely.
Madge is her camper.
And when she saw me, I said, "Hi." And she's like, "I remember your face." And it just like, she's like, "I don't know your name, but I remember your face." And I was like, "I remember your face too."
She's so
She's
nice.
so nice. And every one of our customers that we saw were like, "Did you go over there? You've got to get her in the store."
Oh my God. Well, we're on the hill, and we had committed to being on the hill for, from 1 to 2.
We were dying.
We were like, we got to get over to Fiber MacGyver. Because everybody kept on pulling their skeins out of their bags.
Like serious regret that we didn't go there immediately. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that she was going to be there. So I know,
neither did. No, I didn't.
Glad.
I didn't know either. Oh,
and then when we got over there, I'm standing there, and there's a girl that's like working in it, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's the botanical knitter." And I like got super fangirly, and I was like,
she was also so wonderful,
super sweet. So she is from Minnesota, right?
I feel like Susie is from somewhere far away, because like Minnesota's far away.
Yeah.
So I feel
maybe
like,
I made that up, but they're just they're so cute, and I just love
she's
them.
From far away in the United States.
So sweet.
And because I can remember us talking about a trunk show last year and Susie just being like, and when I said, where are you coming from? It was far away.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's never going to come. And she was just like, oh, no problem.
Yeah.
So
we're going to do something.
I can tell you that, we will definitely be, whether it's a trunk show or, I want it to be a trunk show. I just want her to come because we need to see her again.
Oh, she was so lovely.
And we need to spend more time with her. And so that is, I actually never showed remind me later, I didn't show my botanical yarn purchase.
Oh, right. I forgot you got something.
But,
so Lori decided to jump on the Nebula train.
Yes.
And she's flying.
Yes, which was something that was already in my queue on Ravelry. And so I am using Susie's Surrey Silk. It is stunning. Held together with her Merino Twist fingering. And so, what happened? There you go.
Look at this color. You guys.
Oh my gosh. I am obsessed.
It's so.
I'm obsessed.
Look at you flying.
Because I am loving it.
This is so beautiful.
So it's the Nebula, like Justine said, by Andrea Mowry. There's a short sleeve version and a long sleeve version.
We're both doing short.
We're doing the short sleeve to start off with, but I have the feeling I'm going to want to make a long sleeve one.
It's gorgeous. This is so pretty. It's so pretty.
Just look at it.
I'm so jealous.
Just look at it. I just love it so much. And it's on size 8 needles, so that helps with the flying. And because I can't remember what.
But it calls for a 7. You went up to an 8, right?
I think it calls for an 8.
A 5 and an 8?
No, a 6 and an 8.
No, it calls for a 5 because I did it on a 5.
Dude, I know you're going to be right, but I'm still looking anyway. Hate that for me. But I was so sure.
You did a swatch and I didn't.
But I did my swatch on a 5. Oh, you're right.
I only know because.
So it's so weird. All right, now I can't even remember my thought process.
Sorry. Well, you did a swatch. That's your thought process. You did a swatch.
I did a swatch. That's what I did. So I must have done it on the 5.
No, you did it on the 7.
No. I'm sorry. Correct. I did it on a 7 and it was way too small. And I was doing the swatch flat and it was going to be in the round. And so after consultation with several people, Angie, we decided I should be on an 8.
Not to rush, but we are going to rush. We're going to zoom through because we're at 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Holy moly.
And we're going to die.
Nobody's with us anymore anyway.
That night we left.
If you aren't with us, how sad for you that you missed this.
I know. For Rhinebeck, before we left, we did run into Kent of Natalie and Kent, Nitty Natty, and her wonderful husband Kent. And he's so sweet. And so he ended up taking us over because I wanted to meet Brianna of the Little Wolf Knits. So we did get to meet Brianna, which made me so happy because I have been a follower of hers for a really long time. I highly recommend her patterns. She is the Little Wolf Knits Designs, I think, or Brianna Lupino.
I loved meeting her and her husband.
Sweet, and her husband Michael. They're lovely people, and it was so nice to meet everyone.
It really
I had a delightful pumpkin beer before we hit the road and headed back to the house. It
took so long.
It took a very long time to get home.
The traffic was ridiculous. I'm never doing that again. I'm never waiting until the end of the day.
It was a bad idea. We left it very close to
never, ever again. I'm never doing that again.
We got home back to the house and we sat around in our jammies. We stayed till 1:30.
We had breakfast for dinner.
Mm-hmm. And charcuterie. Keisha brought the most delicious.
So good.
Charcuterie board with pickles and honey and cheese and bread
Gouda and honey
everything.
goat.
It was so
and
good. And we just sat around and knit all night long. We had cocktails. I made French martinis.
Oh, it was so much fun.
And then I made spirit-free cocktails for some friends.
Correct.
We had apple cider beers, and we just had the greatest long late night evening.
We laughed a lot.
Till we cried.
Yeah.
We did show and tell. We shared all of our purchases.
Yes, we did show and tell each night.
It was so fun. It was so
Friday
fun.
and Saturday night.
We sadly cleaned up and started to pack a little bit. But we knew we wanted to get out in the morning and be to Rhinebeck close-ish, or to the New York Sheep and Wool Festival, close to when it opened.
Right.
The next morning, which we got there
because
pretty
we wanted
close.
to go to Fiber MacGyver again.
Yeah.
And there were other things. There were a few things that we were
I don't think I bought anything else on Sunday. The food.
I can't remember.
The food lines were
we were more about the food on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, we did have that really good cookie on Saturday, remember? From the coffee place.
That was amazing.
It was like in this location
it was like
where
a
the sun
brookie.
was beating down on these
gosh.
cookies. So when we got it, it was like a mess. We were a mess. That's when we saw Trina. We saw Trina and we saw Rachel of Fiber and Full Color.
Right.
So Rachel was holding one of these balls, and I feel like we're just all over the place right now, but Rachel was holding one of these.
This is generally the way it goes. Oh no!
Oh, we're so good.
What is it? 5%?
5%.
Yikes!
Yikes! So Rachel was holding one of these, and I think it was like, I said to her, "Are you holding a stress ball?" And she's like, "Yeah," because it was stressful.
It was smart. It was.
And so we were like, "Can we hold this?"
Her sweater was gorgeous. Do you remember the name of it? I bet it's on our thing.
It is on our thing. Because
it's on our thing. I loved her sweater.
She was wearing,
and it was so nice to
Kindred
see her.
Light pullover.
Yes,
she's so cute. Look at how beautiful that sweater is. It's so pretty, and her pictures are gorgeous.
Fiber in Full Color. You should follow her.
I love her. So she let us squeeze the ball, and then Lori literally put these in her cart, and apparently Kevin bought them.
And Kevin bought them
right away. So thank you, Kevin and Lori.
And Keisha ordered them.
Keisha ordered.
I've ordered 3 of them. And I knew, because I knew you were going to want one, and I need one for home and one for here. I'm probably going to need one for my car.
Sunday, I didn't buy anything, I don't think. I think
it was just food. No.
You must have bought more bags at some point.
No, I think
well, you got the Rhinebeck tote, which you showed.
Oh, right.
And I got one of those as well,
and
which is obviously where all the rest of my stuff
I got stickers, too.
Yeah, I got some stickers, and lots of people gave us stickers, which was so nice.
Here, you want that?
Oh, thank you.
I knew you were going to want one, so.
Oh, you're so nice. You're so good to me. Thanks, Laura.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, this might have been Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it was Sunday. We met the gnome people.
Going Gnome, which
This is so cute.
Which we've wanted to look into it since we found out about them from Kevin and Ray. Look at this. So
they're going to come here.
Yes, I'm so excited. So we're going to start carrying these. So from Going Gnome, this is the Rhinebeck Gnome, Rhinebeck 2024.
This is needle felting. To make your own little gnome character guy. And we're going to have a lesson.
Yeah, they're going to come here and teach a class.
And I told her I was going to be the worst student there because I think I'm going to get
I know, but it's going to be so much fun. And then you're going to get competitive and you're going to make the best one.
Probably.
So look. So I love it. At the top it says, "You can do it, Justine." You can do it. I think
so cute. They were so nice.
So nice.
Do you remember their names? Christine.
Nope. Melissa and Jennifer. And they're sisters.
Whatever.
Wait.
And then they made me go in and show my my little bag.
Oh, and Mary helped, and Mary works there.
Oh, look at the mushrooms! They're so cute.
And
I want the mushrooms.
So cute. Penguins.
Oh.
They have the cutest stuff. And like unbelievable. Like there was like a dragon that they had there.
So cute.
I don't know. I'm a little worried that I might get
felting addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that too. Yeah, I showed that.
You showed that?
Oh, here's the little tin.
Oh, here's what Justine made for us.
They were little notions things that say Rhinebeck 2024
And I, of course,
and their names.
Lost mine within 24 hours.
And I gave Lori the cute little
The sunglasses.
Progress Keeper.
Oh, wait. There you go.
They're
The little heart sunglasses with reflective lenses. And Angie's
little stitch markers are in here too. They're so cute.
Oh, and I bought jerky.
Oh yeah, we bought food. That's what we bought.
That's what we bought, a lot of food.
I got fudge for Harrison because he basically was like, "Where's the fudge?"
Oh yeah, he was messaging you nonstop.
Charlotte asked for a treat, so I went to that candy shop and got the I think it's Pete's. No, Pete's is the bread. I keep saying Pete's. It's not Pete's. Look at how cute they are.
Yeah. I got stickers, gnome stickers.
They're so cute. I almost stabbed this in here because I thought it was
look at how cute. My laptop is getting full of stickers.
My iPad case is completely covered. I'm starting to overlap.
Oh my gosh. I'm
well beyond that.
Well beyond that.
Look,
and I got a pin.
We're gonna run out of time.
It's okay.
I'm sorry if we run out of time and we get cut off. But
oh, and I love this pin.
We essentially had just the greatest time, and we loved the whole thing. And except for
here's
Terrapin,
the stitch marker.
We didn't love Terrapin. Don't go there.
Yep, didn't love Terrapin. Don't go there.
It's a progress keeper.
Yeah, I love it. From Keisha.
From Keisha.
This is what Keisha gave us. I think I just saw a message from Daniel.
You did.
Daniel Johnson.
Check out Daniel Johnson's YouTube channel.
I know. I'm going to check it out.
They're so cute. Yeah, you can see. So yeah, I think that's got to be enough.
I think it was probably enough for people a while ago.
I know. 2.5 hours is an insane amount of time to talk. I gotta go home and check on a puppy. I gotta go.
Indeed. So anyway, people,
thanks for watching.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks
We
for
really
meeting
love you.
us. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for commenting.
Thanks for coming up to us.
We are so close to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we're very close to 4,000 followers on Instagram. So if you are not following, please go ahead and do so.
And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe
and share it.
Share.
Please share it. We would love to get over that little hump of 4,000. That would be amazing. So thanks for watching. Sorry for this abrupt shutting off, but I think you're going to get cut off in a second anyway. So,
all right. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
We plan on having a podcast also with Whitney.
Oh, right.
Which is probably
the next time.
The next time.
I'm so excited for that. It will probably be a little more coherent with Whitney here.
I hope so. I think I got back in my groove. I was really off at the beginning. Sorry to the people. Sorry to my fans.
Sorry to the people.
It's been real, you guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Happy making. Let us know what you're doing, and
peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.